Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clockwork Cantina, episode 86. Hope you're all doing well out there today. Let me make sure I'm one of your hosts, Josh902, and this is our other host.
I'm DT3. What's up, guys?
Hey, guys. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I had a moment where I was like, how do we do this again? Which I have on occasions. But I had a moment like right before a little bit before we went live on stream where I was like, you ever had a thing like where something completely terrifies you and like you forget how to do fucking everything for like a minute? So that happened to me like 15 minutes before we went live with the show, and my brain just went, okay, I scrambled and forgotten how to do everything. So um yeah, we're gonna be talking about Gamescom in the second half of our show. So the gaming news that's in the main part of the show is not Gamescom stuff. It's all just the regular stuff that's come out.
Yeah.
Um, and then we'll go through the news like usual. Second half of the show will be the Gamescom stuff, and we'll talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, that kind of thing, what piques our interest. Um,
Yep.
we got trailers. Some of those are played with sound, and some will be played without sound, because I'm sure some of them are super DMCA heavy, and like some of it is fine, and some of it I'm not gonna risk on anybody's channel, mine or Daniel's YouTube or even the podcast stuff. So be understanding with that. We appreciate it. Um, I was gonna say something else. My brain forgot. I remembered. We're using the same tech we used last week when we had Alex on. Which, by the way, Alex Pants, great guest. Go check out her channel and stuff.
Fun show. Definitely go watch that episode from
Uh
last
huh.
week. It was a lot of fun doing that one.
Yes, it was. And just in case any technical difficulties come up, just say them in the chat so I can see what it is and I can fix it. The biggest one is probably Daniel's camera will probably do the rainbow thing. My camera might do the rainbow thing. When I notice it, I'll fix it. There's a fix for it. But that's really the only issue we've had with it. I'm really enjoying this new tech. It gives us both really good camera quality for one thing, which is nice. Uh, and we're still getting used to the tech. So if something happens, just let us know and I'll try to fix it. But so far, I'm liking this a lot better. Um, So let's hop into the show here. We're going to talk about what we've been up to this past week. We're going to start off with Daniel. Daniel, my friend, what have you been up to the past week?
Past week, I've been playing a lot of Aliens Fireteam Elite. So the game recently came out. When did the game come out? Sometime within the past week,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget when because I've been playing it so damn much. But it came out sometime within the past week. Been playing it an awful lot since then. Been having the absolute best time playing the game. Fun, super fun horde shooter if you're into that, and especially if you're into aliens. Oh, it came out on the 23rd, so literally, or the 24th, so like literally the day of or the day after the last podcast. But yeah, it's been a really good time, really fun time. Um, yeah, I've really been enjoying it. I've been having a lot of fun playing it alone and then with friends. It's a lot of fun. I like it. I like it a lot. So I've been playing a lot of that over the past week, and then play a little bit more Fall Guys. Um, been watching some TV shows like What If, of course, and Monsters at Work. Um, watched the Mandalorian season 2 finale behind the scenes, which was great. Getting to see uh just the process behind just everything that they planned, and like some of the lengths that they went to maintain the secret of that episode.
Yeah.
um like going as far as like making up and creating just other things to completely throw people off guard. It was pretty amazing, and then of course seeing the tech that was used, and the just everything that came together to to make that happen was really really cool. Being pretty vague on purpose, just so you know, in case anybody hasn't seen the Mandalorian season 2 finale. I mean, if you haven't, like, what the hell are you waiting for? But like, just in case, go watch it, go check it out. It's first of all, season 2 is incredible, and the finale is phenomenal. And yeah, I mean, go watch it and then check out the behind the scenes stuff because it is fantastic, absolutely amazing. Um, I watched The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf, which is the new movie on Netflix. Uh, the animated Witcher movie, which was pretty dope. I enjoyed it for what it was. A lot of cool, backstory Witcher stuff. I definitely would recommend it if you're into The Witcher. That was a fun time. Oh, camera decided to move for some reason. And then I played a little bit of Phasmophobia. I tried out the new update, which was pretty interesting. Definitely makes the game a lot harder, in my opinion. Uh, that game's tough now. It used to be kind of easy peasy, bit of a breeze, but it's actually pretty challenging now, which I guess is a good thing. But also, like, I played how many games on what was it? I want to say it was like Saturday or Friday or Saturday. I played like a, uh, I played Phasmophobia for a while, and I died in every one except for the last one. So it was pretty rough.
Yeah, I
Uh,
heard.
yeah, it's pretty rough. And then obviously I've been playing. I still play Red Dead Online because I love that shit. So I play it a lot, especially with friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that. I tried out this game called 9 to 5, which is like a free to play, um, like FPS early access 3v3 shooter on Steam. I played very little of it, um, but if you're into that kind of stuff, then you'll like it. But again, I gotta play a little bit more just to get more, just to have more thoughts and have a little bit more experience with it because I played it like I played like a round of it, so I need to get back and try that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I watched the newest episode of Heels.
God, that show's so good.
That show continues to be amazing. We just had the third episode. Um, yeah, man, that show's crazy. That the fucking intro to the third episode was nuts, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that's one way to start your episode. That shit was crazy, man. But
Yeah.
but yeah,
They
and the
even
show
give you
continues to be good,
like a
man.
warning before it came up. They had like a warning about it, like one of those be
Yeah, yeah,
prepared for some heavy shit. So
yeah. Um, yeah, it was yeah, it's really good though. Like, it continues to be good. I think we have what, like, 5 more episodes to go. There's what, eight total only.
I think. Let me look. I'll look
But
real
but
quick.
it's been great. I definitely recommend it to anybody out there if you're like wondering, like, should I watch this or not, or like, go watch it. It's really really good. Even if, like, yeah, just watch it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Go watch. Go check it out. It's great. Like, I've been enjoying it a lot. And I know Josh has as well. But
Yes.
yeah, it's been really, really fun. And I have there's some things that's pretty much all I've been to though, all I've been up to. But there is a couple things that when you're done with your stuff, I'd like to bring up as well.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. The first thing I've been up to this week is I've been playing more Pathfinder Kingmaker. I woke up early today, and the first thing I did was turn on Pathfinder Kingmaker and play through the DLC of Varnhold's Lot, which is so you when you first start playing Pathfinder. First of all, before we move into what I want to explain, is like I think last week I played 32 hours or something like that. I talked about this week. I'm up to 67 hours.
Oh
And by the
man,
way, I looked up how long to beat this game. If you complete everything, it's over like 130 hours. The game is fucking
damn,
long. Um,
seems that way.
but I'm enjoying every moment of it. Um, so Varnhold's Lot. So when you first start at Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can pick new base game or Varnhold's Lot or something like that. And the Varnhold's Lot thing is DLC. So what you want to do is if you're playing playing Pathfinder and you want to do all the DLC, which I'm going to obviously because I bought all of it, so I'm going to play it. Is you play through the regular game up to a certain point, and then it's you reach a point where it's like, okay, here's a good time to do this DLC. So what you want to do is you want to save your game, quit the main menu, hit new game, and go play Varnhold's Lot. And what Varnhold's Lot does when you start it up is it's like, hey, do you want to import your main game into this game? And I'm like, yeah, sure, obviously I do. And then you create
Yeah.
an entirely new character for Varnhold's Lot, um, and a new party and new characters with the voice acting and stuff like that. And you go to a point that happens early on in the first part of the main game. And then it moves ahead where you're playing. You meet this guy named, in the main game, you meet a guy named Magar Varn or something like that. His name's like Magar. He's like a noble that that doesn't have land, but he gets land in this cutscene, the same as your main character in the main game. And he goes off to build his fortress and get his things together. And you play his general, which is the character you make. And then you play through all of that DLC up to a point. And then once you complete that DLC, which I did today, it took me like 2 days to beat this DLC.
Hmm.
It says, hey, when you go back to your other game, we're gonna remember your choices in this game.
Uh,
Um, so you actually see your main character in this game in the DLC. Like it has its appearance and everything.
that's pretty fucking
For like
cool.
the opening, yeah. And then it says once you complete it, it's like, all right, well, we in your main game now. So you go back and you start playing the main game. So I'm curious. I haven't done anything in the main game since I've completed DLC, but I'm really interested to see if that character, the general, is going to show up, and if so, what's going to happen? Because it's like, well, this is my other main character now. You know, like that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. I really liked how they did that DLC, and that's why I went through the whole spiel of like explaining how they did it, because I really liked that it imported my main character, gave his appearance, and I got to see him in that part of in some parts of the DLC, and I look forward to playing through the rest of the main game and seeing what those choices affects. Also, this DLC has a crazy interesting story that I'm gonna totally steal for the D&D game at some point. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And it ends in a way that's like, wow, fucking really? You know, like it's crazy. Daniel, if you ever like get the urge to go through this game, granted it's a long game, so you got to be in the right mood for it. But man, it's totally worth doing that DLC in addition to the main game. Um, so that's what I spent most of my time this week doing was Pathfinder Kingmaker. That's like the only game I've played. Movies I've seen, I watched The Father of the Bride, which I was on like a Steve Martin kind of kick a while back, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Father of the Bride because I haven't watched it in years. That movie hits different when you're an adult than when you are a kid and watch it. Like I totally like I empathize with Steve Martin's character a lot more, where he's like worried about the money for this wedding, and it's just crazy. If you haven't seen Father of the Bride, go fucking watch it. It's great. Um, uh, Yesterday, Bob and I watched He's All That. I've said it before on the podcast, and I'm not ashamed to say it again. I like rom coms, and they're a fun time. So we watched like the remake sequel ish to the 1999 She's All That. They remade it into He's All That, which is they took the roles and reversed everything. So now it's like a rich TikToker lady trying to turn like a loser man into or loser boy into a hot single dude, hot like cool guy kind of stuff. So it's good. It had Daniel has Robbie from fucking Cobra Kai in it.
Cobra Kai. Okay.
Yeah. So that was kind of like the main reason because I liked him. I think he's cool. Um, that we watched that, and I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I like rom coms; they're a fun time. We talked about Heels a little earlier. We watched Heels. Great, great show. Continues to be fucking fantastic. I'm curious to see where everything will end up at the end of this first season because I feel like they're gonna do something crazy. You know, I feel like there's gonna be like a twist kind of ending to it for the first season. I don't know if they have multiple seasons in mind for Heels. I don't know a lot about what their plans are for that show, but it seems like the kind of show that have a couple seasons. Um, I watched the Bob Ross documentary. Have you seen this, Daniel? It's on
Hmm.
Netflix. It's called
I have
Bob Ross:
no.
Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed.
Damn. That's the
Um,
title. No, I haven't seen it. No, no, no.
um,
I gotta check it out.
it's pretty good. I threw it on when I was playing when I was playing Pathfinder. I threw on a documentary, um, and I had it on and watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty interesting." Before everybody like freaks out, like Bob is not like the bad guy in this, but so like it's not like it's a smear piece on him or anything. It has his son in it
Yeah.
quite a bit though, um, so you should recommend checking it out.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I will have to check it out.
and the last thing I have on this list, and it was like the first thing I think I did because I watched it on Tuesday. I checked my Netflix activity to see, be like, okay, I know I watched them at the beginning of the week. What was it? I watched Beethoven. Do you remember if you ever watched Beethoven, Daniel? It's like a fucking God. When this movie come out? It's old. About the Saint Bernard dog. It's a family movie.
I don't think I
Um,
have seen.
fucking, it's a whole series. There was like a whole series. It came out in 1992. Was the first one, and that's the one I watched. The one I've seen
Mm,
the most is the second one, because we watched it a lot growing up. Just it's like how do you describe it? Um, family comedy movie. Yeah, that's good. Good.
okay.
Good movie. It has Stanley Tucci in it, and like, I was watching it, and I was like, I know that guy. And then it took me a minute. I was like, it's the Tooch. I know who
The
he is.
Tooch.
It's the
I know the
Tooch.
Tooch when I sees him.
He's playing like a henchman in this movie. Him and
Uh,
Oliver Platt.
that's
Uh,
funny.
which is really funny. It's like, okay, I don't recognize any of the other people in this except for like Bonnie Hunt. um, also, David Duchovny is also in here, as and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. But not in like he's like a background character. So yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time, but I threw it on just for the hell of it and watched it all, and I was like, fuck it, it's a good movie. Um, and that's all I got, Daniel. If we want to talk about
Oh,
that
cool.
other
Yeah, we can quickly bring up the other stuff. So, it was recently the 1 year anniversary, or I don't know anniversary, but it was the 1 year since it's been a year since Chadwick Boseman has passed away. So we just wanted to talk about
shout
that
out.
for a little bit. I can't believe it's been a year, dude.
I
It's
know,
nuts.
right? It
I
still
can't
seems
believe it's been a
like
year.
it just happened. Like we were sitting in voice one night,
Yeah,
and
we were
one
just
of
sitting in
us,
voice chat, and then I was looking
and
at Twitter, and I
Twitter.
saw that it happened, and I didn't quite believe it at first,
It was
but
like a
then
bomb
like
dropped on us. It was rough.
yeah, it was because like nobody knew, nobody knew about
Mm-hmm.
what he had been dealing with for the past however many years that he had been dealing with it. But yeah, that's rough, and it was we recently had that a couple weeks back the episode of his on What If, so that was you know really cool. But I can't believe that it's been a year, man. That's crazy. Just crazy time, man.
It is like
Time.
I think it was me, you, and Majin. I think sitting in voice chat, just hanging
Bigfoot was
out.
there too, I think.
Oh yeah, I think Bigfoot was there.
Yeah, and it was wild, man. It was wild. I can't believe that was a year ago already. Like,
I
damn,
know, right?
nuts. But yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. r- Rest in power to him, man.
Yeah. Shout out to
He's
Chadwick, man.
great. Yeah, shout out Chadwick, man. And then another thing is that over the past couple days, or I think it was like what yesterday, or
I think it was yesterday.
yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yeah, Ed Asner, man. We lost Ed Asner, man. He was another one that seemed like a really good dude, man. I mean, he was a bit older, obviously, so that one,
He
he
lived a
lived
full life.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He lived a full life, and he was
He was 91.
91. That's not a lot of people get to
That's
get to make
you,
it that far, man.
no, you can't ask much more than that, man. Like,
And yeah, he was he did a lot, man. He did a lot of things that acting wise, he did a lot of things that we enjoyed, that we liked, and then
he was still acting. He was fucking in Cobra Kai not too long ago. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah, he was.
I posted on Twitter as like, man, I think like the first time I remember knowing who like Ed Asner was fucking Kotor. You know, he was
Brooke
the
Lamar,
voice.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, he was Master Brook.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying. He did done a lot of shit, like he's been in so much, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, he did live a full life, and it's more of a celebration of life
yeah.
for Ed Asner, because yeah, he did a lot, man. He was
I mean, if you look
like
at his IMDb page, you just scroll and scroll and scroll. Like the dude, woo, what a career that guy had.
yeah, like even apart from his acting, like I think he's one of the reasons why, like he was like a big like union guy, so he was like I think one of the big reasons why actors have like benefits and shit. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure. So he did a lot, he did a lot apart from just acting as well. So he's a good dude, man. So R.I.P. to Ed Asner as well.
Yeah, man. Never forget Ed, man, because it's just like a big part of my childhood, dude. Seriously, Knights of the Old Republic. Like, uh, whenever I think of that game, I remember those Jedi Masters. I remember them all. So, like, I
Yep.
remember him being the grumpy one that was kind of antagonistic. um,
Yep.
but yeah, dude, it was a bummer, but it was also like, yeah, I mean,
And
like
yeah, and of
91.
course, yeah, and then yeah, Loki. He was Carl from Up, indeed. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's I think like what this like the current generation knows him as the most.
yeah,
Whereas other people would be like, oh, he was in the Mary Tyler Moore show, and so on and so forth. But yeah, yeah, Carl from Up, he did a plethora of things. So shout out to him as well. Um, but yeah, I think if we have nothing else to add on to that, Josh, we can move on to the news.
nah, man, just shout out to those to
Shout out
Chadwick
to
and
those guys.
Ed. Yeah. All right, let's hit the news, my friend. We can move on in.
Let's go. Let's go. So for the first piece of news that we have, we're going on to we're talking gaming news as always, of course. And the first thing that we have here for today is that amongst all the fuckery going on in Blizzard and all that stuff, one of the things that is also happening is that Blizzard is changing McCree's name in Overwatch because they made the mistake of naming him after a real life person. So yeah, they announced on Twitter that they will be renaming Jesse McCree and delaying the start of the next arc. The real life developer who the character is named after was let go from the company. Um, Obviously amid all the all the the lawsuit and all that stuff that we talked about a while back from about Activision and Blizzard. Um, and they put out again a tweet, and I'm gonna read what that tweet says. So this is what they had to say about all of that. We built the Overwatch universe around the idea that inclusivity, equity, and hope are the building blocks of a better future. They are central to the game and to the Overwatch team. As we continue to discuss how we best live up to our values and demonstrate our commitment to creating a game world that reflects them, we believe it's necessary to change the name of the hero currently known as McCree to something that better represents what Overwatch stands for. We realize that any change to such a well-loved and central hero in the game's fiction will take time to roll out correctly. Now we'll share updates as this work progresses. In the near term, we had planned to kick off a narrative arc in September, supported with a new story and game content, of which McCree was a key part. Since we want to integrate this change into that story arc, we'll be delaying the new arc until later this year, and instead launching a new free for all map this September. Going forward, in game characters will no longer be named after real employees, and we will be more thoughtful and discerning about adding real world references in future Overwatch content. This will help reinforce that we're building a fictional universe that is unmistakably different from the real world and better illustrates that the creation of Overwatch is truly a team effort. Work on these updates is underway, and they are just a part of our ongoing commitment to honest reflection and making whatever changes are necessary to build a future worth fighting for. We know that actions speak louder than words, and we hope to show you our commitment to making Overwatch a better experience in game and continue to make our team the best it can be. The Overwatch team. So that was the message from them. Um, yeah,
Well, yeah. I mean, like, what do you say? Like, I'm still very anti Blizzard, anti Activision right now.
yeah,
Um, I'm very bummed out by a lot of the stuff that we heard about.
of course, of course. Yeah, I mean, I still don't even have the launcher installed, or
Yeah, it's like
I don't
I'm
have
kind
any.
of done with them right
I don't have
now. But
anything Blizzard right now.
and it's like, what do you say? It's like you're just changing the name of something that, I mean, cool. I'm glad you're changing it because the dude was a piece of trash. But like, you got a long way to go, Blizz. Like a
Yeah,
long way to go. And you're not helping, like not just Blizzard, but Activision too. You got a long way to go if you want to like. And from the fucking all the legal stuff that comes out every once in a while, it's like all these is little token gestures that don't mean shit yet. So like, I mean, I'm glad that if you're a person that plays Overwatch, you won't have the name of a terrible person in your game now. I guess. I
they
mean, I don't
also
know what to
in this
say.
same article they also say that references to McCree, Bariga, and LeCraft that are still in World of Warcraft will also be removed.
Hmm.
Um, and that yeah, they'll be reviewing real world references used in their games and making decisions on how whatever best represent cores of their values, whatever that the jargon that they say,
The
but
legal speak they throw out whenever there's some controversy that everybody
yeah, yeah,
throws
yeah,
out, and then, like it means
yeah,
until I see things, it doesn't mean dick. And changing the name of a character, that doesn't mean dick. Like that's nothing practically. Like I need to
yeah.
see more than that for if you want a redemption story, you got a long goddamn way to go. Is what
They
I got to
yeah,
say.
that's what I was gonna say. They have a long way to go still, man.
Hmm.
These are like super tiny steps, but they have a huge way to go, a long way to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the story on that. Here's something a little bit more bizarre.
Okay.
Um, or just I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but somehow Martin Luther King Jr. is going to be in Fortnite, and you heard me right. That is a thing that is happening, has happened.
I saw this the other day and I was like, is this a fever dream that I'm in? Like it seems
Yeah,
is a
I
little
don't
little
know who thought
strange, I
this was a
guess.
good idea. I mean, like I get in one way I can get wanting to teach kids things that are important like this, but like at the
Yes.
same time, you're like, shouldn't you just leave this for like school, like teachers, like that's their job, right? To like, I just the thought of like having the MLK speech in the background, and then having some dude in wearing a hot dog costume flossing in front of the thing is just like so disrespectful, dude. Like I can't even like why. I think I heard them saying that they were gonna like disable like emotes that were like not or I guess emotes that were disrespectful during this stuff, but I just don't know, man. I
It's
just
one of
don't know
those things
why
where
who
somebody
thought
was
this was a
like,
good idea.
somebody probably just thought, "Hey, this will be a good thing," and they don't see any of like the negatives that could happen. Like it's like the idea of it is like a good thing, right? It's like you want people to learn and or the kids to learn and and but like you're playing Fortnite, like a lot of them are probably like you make yourself kind of like a target for like the worst of the worst to come in there and just be like garbage,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I understand what they're trying to do. I feel like whoever thought of its heart was probably in the right place, but
They
like
just they just yeah, it just didn't go about it the right way,
yeah,
man.
they
I
didn't
just
think about it all the way through.
no.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's it is what it is because it happened already. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really I don't know what to say to this because it's such a weird, bizarre thing. I think that MLK's daughter, I want to say I saw was like kind of distancing herself from this stuff,
Yeah.
from this Fortnite event thing. I think I remember seeing that. I did see that Fortnite was going to disable like I said, all the disrespectful emotes that you could do, like. But it just, yeah, it's such a weird, such a bizarre thing. I almost thought this wasn't real either when I saw it at first, but sure enough, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just one of those
it
things,
is
man.
weird. It is a little bizarre. Yeah.
It is. Again, like you were saying, I think whoever thought of this idea was kind of thinking, um, I don't know, they were thinking like positively and like I don't think it was meant in a way that um was like super um negative or anything like that, but I don't know,
Yeah.
it just uh, yeah, they should have just really thought more about this because yeah, it just doesn't
Yeah.
this ain't it, man, this ain't it. But anyway, we can move on from that.
All
um
right.
So the next thing that I have here is a pretty interesting, pretty neat looking little thing. It's a video. We haven't really brought up any like fan made stuff on here for a while, but let's here's something that I thought was really interesting. Now let's check this video out and then let me know what you think of this because I think it looks pretty cool and I would play it. I want to play it actually. So somebody uploaded a video. Somebody by the name of Christopher Turner uploaded this video onto YouTube with a uh weird title. It's like PXL bunch of numbers. And
Hmm.
it looks like it's a Star Wars The Mandalorian video game. Now, it would be cool if this is like a real official thing, but I'm pretty sure that this is a fan-made game. However, that being said, it still looks like a pretty neat fan-made game that I would play.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
very like, hey,
like
this is neat.
yeah, right. Like, look at like it looks pretty cool, dude. Like obviously it's very like bare bones and very like basic for the like gameplay wise. You're just shooting stormtroopers and whatnot. But like it looks cool. I think this was made using the Unreal Engine, the UE4,
Mm,
Unreal Engine 4.
makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty dope, man. Like, yeah, he's got the shiny Beskar on. He's got the spear. He's got the blaster, and it's it's cool. I mean, obviously, it's not you know it's not Pedro doing the voice, but like I think I just something like this would I think would be cool, especially with like the popularity
I
of the
like
Mandalorian.
I like that he has to look at his little wrist thing to pick his gadget. That's kind of
Yeah,
neat.
yeah. Like you can choose your gadget. Like right now, he's gonna grapple swing across the thing here. Whee! There he goes. Like
Yeah.
Like I said, even
That's
though
neat.
like this little demo or whatever the hell this is we're looking at looks very bare bones and everything, I would still be super down to play something like this, man. Like I'm all for it, dude. It'd be pretty dope. There he is showing off all the gadgets. Um, yeah, I would, dude. I would love to play something like this. Like I'm all for it. So Disney, uh, Lucasfilm, if you're listening out there, you guys should actually make a game similar to this because I would play the shit out of it.
I would not be
Um,
surprised if they're working on something like it right now, to be honest with you,
I mean, probably, yeah,
because of all the like. Didn't they a while back kind of redo their like looks at games and stuff? So like, there's no telling what we'll be seeing in the next few years coming
yeah. I mean,
out.
and we already know that they're having other people work on their games now. Like we have the Ubisoft game, we have Bethesda making them the Indiana Jones game. Like we have stuff coming. So I mean, I just think it would make so much sense to make a game like this, um, with the popularity of the Mandalorian. Like, Do you remember the 2002 game Star Wars Bounty Hunter, where you
Yeah,
play like Jango Fett? Yeah,
I
like if
never
they did
played it, but I
maybe,
remember it being out. Yeah, I
yeah,
watched people play.
if they did something like that, but with Din and like obviously with all the upgraded tech and graphics and everything that we have nowadays, I think it would be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And again,
I
like
have
all we're
this.
seeing here is just seeing shooting stormtroopers, but even that, I'm like, man, I would still love to play this.
Yeah, I don't have audio playing right now stream, but it does have like the sound effects of Star Wars in it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Just so you're aware, it does have sound and stuff, and uh, but
yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure you can.
this is neat.
Yeah, you can go find the video on YouTube. I'm sure if you look for it, but
Oh damn, they got a little cutscene. Neat.
yeah, a little bit of an incinerator trooper. And what's interesting there at the end of the video is that people people noticed that at the end of it there, it was like the Stadia menu or something like that.
Hmm.
Which I don't know how. Like I don't know if
I have
Stadia
no clue.
supports uh like fan made games or anything like that. But yeah, I just thought it was a little interesting little tidbit there.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
yeah, it looks super cool. I'd be all for them making a real game like that. So definitely uh definitely get that definitely make that a reality or something similar to that a reality. I would love to play that.
For sure.
Next up, let's talk about the big Phasmophobia update.
That's it.
Which adds new ghosts, better equipment. Um
It makes the game fucking hard.
yeah, I mean I can vouch for that because it definitely did. Like I said, I played it over the past week and let me tell you, it is definitely harder than it used to be. So they've changed the walking speed. Um, which is now like the old sprinting, and then they've added two new ghosts, the Myling and the Goryo. Uh, which means they added new equipment. They added the dots projector. Um, which makes it easier to discover evidence when you're trying to narrow down what it is. It's like basically you put it down on the wall and then you I think you should be you can see it through like the monitor in the van or something like that. And it's like you can see the ghost appear on the camera or whatever, the video. But they also changed the way that all of the like equipment looks. Like visual changes, like new sound effects, UI tweaks, that kind of thing. um so like the items look like physically, like a lot different than they used to. Um, so they do have like a patch notes thing on from Steam. So the sprinting, you can now sprint for 3 seconds at increased speed with a 5 second recharge. The walking speed, like I said, has been increased to the old sprint speed. Um, they increase the acceleration of the ghosts during a hunt when they can see you, and they lowered the ghost hunt delay before it moves from 5 to 3 seconds. The two new ghosts, Gorio and the Myling. Dots projector, already mentioned that. Electronic equipment will now alert the ghost of your position during a hunt. So now, when a ghost is hunting you, you need to turn everything off where they'll know where you're at. Um,
Ugh. Oof.
Hunts will now affect electronic equipment with new sounds and visuals. The parabolic mic allows you to hear paranormal sounds when aimed towards a ghost. Um, I already mentioned the visuals and the changed effects. Uh, all ghost types have had their evidence changed to make room for the two new ghosts in the dots projector. During a hunt, equipment and lights will only be affected when in range of the ghost. Um, Random ghost footsteps can now be heard through the parabolic mic. Glow sticks glow for 30 seconds, then fade over the next 30. A sprint box. The sprint box text has been replaced with icons to show if the ghost is responding. Or the spirit box, not the sprint box, my bad. Several sounds have been replaced. Lighting has been improved in most maps. The infrared sensor functionality has been merged into the motion sensor. Uh, the ghost will no longer be visible at the start of the hunt until it starts moving. Uh, this one is kind of like a minor change, but something that I think was kind of overdue. But the player hand skin color will now change based on the character you're playing as.
Huh,
Um, the tutorial has been updated with the new evidence and the new visuals and all that.
that's cool.
Uh, the microphone, the parabolic mic can only be used now when you're inside. Uh, and then there's just a bunch of other fixes, like for example, you can only use the camera when you're outside the van, so you can't take pictures of the objectives anymore, like like the Baba used to, and some other people used to. Um, so it's just things like that. If you want to go check out the rest of the patch notes, they're on Steam, and you can go read them and check them out and whatnot. But yeah, it's again, like having played the new update, it definitely feels a lot harder to me, the game. I still had as much fun as I did, playing as I have ever, like, any other time that I've played the game. But it definitely feels a lot harder. There's a lot more to try to understand now with the new ghosts and the new, tools and equipment and whatnot. But yeah, it's still pretty fun, I think, even though it got harder. But yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
cool. They dropped this just in time for us to start getting into October. Um,
yeah, which
which
we're
is kind of
almost,
like when Phasmo blew up last year. Was like
yeah,
around this time roughly.
yeah, it
Um,
was.
so that's cool. I need to hop in there and see how them changes are. I got it downloaded, I think still.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out again.
Yeah, dude.
Um, Moving on from that, we have some three new Starfield videos that dropped. Um,
Yes.
Showing off more locations for the Bethesda RPG. So we have the first one, which is Atlantis. I actually haven't seen these yet. They're like really short videos, though they're like under a minute long, but still cool to see, what they're working on here.
Capital city of the
New
United Colonies, or
Atlantis,
New
UC, the most
capital
Atlantis.
city.
powerful established military and political faction in the game. The city is a true melting pot.
Yeah, these
and
dropped
its
on
residents
like
come from
a
every race, creed, and ethnicity.
they're up
In a
on Game
lot of ways,
Informer, but
New Atlantis
I think the
is
actual
the
videos
reflection
dropped on
of
like
the
the
future of our world.
you know how like when a game will come out they'll have like a hub site for stuff. I think this dropped on one of those. These 3 videos.
Mhm. The second one we have is called Neon.
Let me get that one up for you guys. There we go. I do have the audio playing
Pleasure
for these
City
too,
of
guys.
Neon.
What
Okay.
you're looking at here is the Pleasure City of Neon. The Xenofresh Corporation built a giant fishing platform on a rather nondescript aquatic world. They wanted to catch fish until they discovered
cool.
a fish with psychotropic properties. They could make
All I can
way
think of
more
is
money
Manon.
selling a drug than they could fish.
Whenever
Yeah,
I see
right.
like
That drug
this,
is
you know?
Aurora and is legal only on Neon. People come from all over to experience it and
pretty
everything
neat.
else Neon has to offer.
Yeah.
And then the last one we have is called Aquila.
There we go.
Behold Aquila City, the capital of the
Oh, that
first
shit looks
galactic,
cold.
a loose confederation of 3 distinct star systems. The city itself is home to a variety of people, but they all have one thing in common. They believe in the sanctity of personal freedom and individuality. Aquila City is walled,
walled
for a
city,
reason,
that's
and
cool.
stepping outside those walls means facing the deadly Ashta, alien predators that are a cross between a
Oh,
wolf
what the
and a
fuck?
velociraptor.
The Ashta sound pretty intense.
Yes.
An alien species that's a cross between a wolf and a velociraptor, bruh.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it sounds. That
I
sounds
hear
terrible.
I can hear Phenom being like, "Can I play them from here?"
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Uh,
It's some 3 locations. There isn't a whole lot, at least that I know about this game.
no,
So
there's
it's
not a
cool
lot of
whenever
info
they
out
drop
there.
when they drop cool little nice little tidbits like this. You know. So far, I think all these locations are pretty interesting. So I like it. I'm on board still. Yeah.
All right, I have a few things.
Okay.
If we're ready to
What do we
move
got?
on. Well,
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them
we are.
I threw in the news here because I saw it on Twitter, and I have a few other things I've dropped while we were doing the show or like
Mhm.
before the show that I just didn't see. The first one is a tabletop thing. So you guys know if you watch the show a lot, Daniel and I love tabletop stuff. Tabletop RPGs in particular are like our deal, and uh, there's a company that I am very much a fan of, and it's run by a man named Matthew Colville, who used to work in video games, and he has a series on YouTube called Running the Game. It's to teach you how to be a DM. Highly recommend his videos. He's a well-educated, very well-spoken person, and a little while after the Running the Game series kind of took off, he went off and made his company, created his company with like some of his friends, called MCDM, and they started a magazine called Arcadia, which I buy every month when it comes out, or whenever it comes out. I think they do one a month. Actually, I can't remember the actual release dates on it, but I think it's once a month. And it started off as an experiment, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do like three issues, and we'll see how it goes." And it's now up to 7 issues, and they hired a man named James Introcaso. James, I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm very bad with pronunciations. I apologize. Um, who works? James has like a lot of like experience in like tabletop and homebrew and stuff like that. They hired him as like a managing editor. And he did an interview with Geek Native, which I'm gonna drop in the chat because I want to be respectful to those guys. Um, so there's the link to the interview. But he's talked about how. So here's what Arcadia is. Arcadia is MCDM's monthly 5th edition, so D&D 5e, magazine inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Each issue contains 3 or 4 articles of useful game content that expand the options in Dungeons and Dragons, more ancestry, subclasses, spells, magic items, monsters, encounters, NPCs, locations, and adventures. Every article is play tested and given some truly high quality art. When Matt Colville announced Arcadia, he was pretty straightforward. MCDM would only do a few issues, and give them to like Patreon supporters, and see if that would like attract new backers and stuff. So they asked James in this article, you know, they've had a few issues. What's the future of Arcadia? And the future of Arcadia is strong, is what James said. Now putting out a monthly issue indefinitely. So they just put out Arcadia 7 this week. When was this interview? The 27th. So like just a few days ago. So yeah, they just put the article out. I have 7. It's full of really cool shit. James says he's already looking at the layout for Arcadia 8, 9, 10. So guys, we got a magazine again, like Dragon Magazine. I don't know who remembers Dragon Magazine for tabletop RPG stuff, but it's out there, and I just wanted to shout out those guys because, one, I'm a big fan of Matt Colville and MCDM and the products they put out. It's really good shit. Go check out Kingdoms and Warfare. Go check out their minis in their shop. Go check out all their stuff. I'm giving them free advertising because I love their shit. So check those guys out. And I just wanted to throw them a little shout out here. Arcadia is like, if you're on their Patreon, it's like $5 and you get it, or you can buy it off their website for like $7. So like if you are a $5 patron, I think you get their Arcadia stuff. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's the $5 level. And it has some dope art. I'm going to show this on screen. It's some of their art covers. Let me pop over here. Let me zoom in on these. But like, I think that's one of their covers. If you scroll down, this is one of their covers. It's like really good art covers. So yeah, go check out Arcadia and MCDM's magazine and all that stuff. And also go check out this interview with James. I saw this because I follow James on Twitter and he tweeted it out. So yeah. The other thing is we have a launch trailer for Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. Since I've been playing the shit out of Pathfinder, I was like, hey, we'll watch this trailer. Daniel, I'll drop it into Discord so you can grab a hold of it as well. There you go. Let me full screen this bitch. We'll play it with sound too. Why not? Let's check out the trailer for Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous.
Check it out.
All right, here we go.
World wound, a cursed land that threatens all life. Not a wasteland or the site of a natural disaster, but an abscess through which the mortal world bleeds into the abyss. 100 years ago, this realm was teeming with life. Gardens flourished and cities thrived here.
Oh, damn.
Death reigns over all. There are
Death.
no common folk here. Only those who are willing to risk everything to defend the world against the endless hunger of the abyss. Or to win
For glory.
to answer the call of forbidden knowledge, to rise above the fate prescribed to mortals. And you, what has brought you here? Are you ready to
Ooh,
fight?
look all that blood.
Are you ready to lead?
Yeah, when you crit somebody in this
Are
game, they
you
explode
ready
into
to
pieces.
ascend?
Jeez.
It's
And
great.
if you're ready, which path will you choose? How will your power manifest? Will it breathe new life into the corrupted lands, or kill them off for good?
Necromancy.
Will you be
Yeah, this game is crazy, by the way. I think you can become a lich.
or an island
Oh,
of
damn.
chaos and madness? Who will follow you? Saints or sinners? Mortals or beings from other planes of existence?
This looks fantastic.
Who will you become for them? A commander? A prophet? A friend? Something more? Or will mortal pawns and their feelings no longer interest you at all? Only you can answer these questions. Only you can decide which path to take. The choice is yours, Crusader.
September 2nd. That's like Thursday, dude. That's like
Yep, it
this
comes
week.
out. It comes out this week. Oh, they have a feature trailer. Let's watch that feature trailer. Hang on, let's go back.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks
That
pretty
is
dope.
not what I meant to do.
These questions.
Oh God! Stop it! Stop it!
So, my question is, what is the connection between this and the game you're playing right now?
I don't think there is one. I think this one is set after, like many either really really far after or really far ahead. I'll be honest with you. I was trying to figure out if there is a connection, and there might be, but I haven't found it if there is. Let me see
Okay.
if Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and Pathfinder.
I was just curious because you know they're both Pathfinders. I was like,
No,
oh,
you're
okay.
right. But see, like I'm curious too. But from everything I tried to look the other day and I couldn't figure it out.
Gotcha.
So I don't think there's like a connection necessarily. Here's an article that says just kind of leads into it. So I guess Wrath of the Righteous is after.
Okay.
But I'm also trying to avoid like I don't know if there's like a spoiler at the end of the Kingmaker, you
Spoilers.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I
but
mean, it's fine. Don't spoil yourself if you're looking at stuff. It's all
But I
good.
haven't seen anything that leads me to like a direct connection. But let's watch this features trailer as well. I'll drop it in the chat for you, Daniel. 1 second. I'm not used to being able to like drop things to you in chat. All this is like spur of the moment, guys. We usually have our shit planned out a little bit, but like this was like, hey, it popped up, so let's check it out. So yeah, this is like 3 minutes long, and we
Feature
probably won't watch all of
trailer.
it. What are some of the features of this here game?
100 years. For 100 years, we have been plagued by this war. We fight, we sacrifice, we die. Before us, a host of monstrosities, and behind us, all
Whoa.
of Galarian.
That was a really big spider thing.
The master, the demon lord Daskari, thinks he can break our spirit. He is mistaken. We did not yield when our cities burned, when our fortresses were turned to dust, and our comrades, our brothers and sisters in arms, valiantly met their deaths. We have suffered through many a plight, and now it is our turn to strike. To arms, brothers and sisters. I declare that the 5th Crusade has begun.
Oh damn, we're going on a crusade, y'all.
Lead us in this war.
Build your character.
Duty calls to you. Prove your worth as a leader.
This game has a stupid amount of classes, by the way. Like,
Ready with
ridiculous.
best armor and weapons for battle. Mount your trusty war steed and
Oh yeah, they added mounts in this one.
we shall
What?
Yeah.
A fucking dinosaur.
Yeah, it is.
I know. But
Fucking
you
trike.
won't fight alone. Your faithful companions will stand by your side. They will protect you in battle, aid you with their counsel, share the burden of commanding the crusade, accept their friendship, and become their friend in turn, or possibly something more.
Oh dear. Romance.
I understand the trials ahead of you are great. You will have to find your own path. What will be the source of your power? The righteous might of heaven, or the secrets of forbidden magic? Will you make your sacrifices in the name of freedom and equality, or in the name of law and order? Will your enemies flee at the very sight of you, or will you, perhaps, turn this entire war into a grand joke on a cosmic scale? Choose carefully. Your
I may have already watched this. I don't remember if we watched it on stream or not.
abundance price.
I don't think so.
But most importantly, never doubt that Galarian believes in you. And I believe in you as well. Do you feel the ground shaking?
Yeah, that shit's
That is the mark of
crazy.
your army. Lead them, aim them at their target, crush our enemies. We are crusaders. We are the wrath of the righteous. The stakes have never been higher. We did not seek out this war. It invaded our home, and our world now now depends on you and you alone.
That's a big ass bad guy. Yeah, that looks exciting. I can't wait for Thursday.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I would play that for sure.
Yeah, and Daniel, you are all about games with choice. You can be good, you can be evil, you can be lawful, neutral, chaotic. You can be whatever you want to. There's options for it. You can murder
Excellent.
everybody. You can throw them in the dungeon. You can torture them in the torture room. I don't know. I don't know if you can torture them in the torture room, but there is a torture room, which I thought was kind of funny. But my character was like, I have no need of a torture room. Turn it into a hospital. So that's like what they did.
Huh.
Because I always play the good guy. I have a really hard time being a bad guy. And which is funny because I have to be the DM for our tabletop games and I have to play the fucking villain all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, next thing is just a few little headlines. And the thing I was going to shout out was the Gamescom. No, that's I'm just saving that for Gamescom. That's not what I was going to shout out.
Yeah.
The CD Projekt Red has hired members of the Cyberpunk game modding scene to work on official modding support and bug squashing. So that's kind of like a little headline for you. They've hired people to come in and help us with bugs. The modding people. That's kind of cool. Wait, I saw it. Aliens Fireteam Elite shoots to #1 in the UK boxed games chart, so it's doing well over in the UK, which probably means it's doing well over here. We were talking about Phasmo a minute ago. Phasmophobia creeps back into the Steam's top 10 most played games with its update and highest current player count since launch. So that update was good for their numbers. And if there's nothing else, we can probably move on.
Probably. Seems like that's would be it.
Part of me wants to watch this trailer, and part of me does not want to watch this trailer at all.
For
And I
what?
think we're gonna opt not to watch this trailer. It's a Smurf game of some kind. We're gonna move on. I think it looks really dumb.
Okay.
Part of me wanted to do it just for the jokes, but nah, I think we can just move on. Okay, let's hit the TV news, Daniel.
All right. TV news time. Here we go. So the first thing that we have here is Netflix is doing a Magic the Gathering animated series. It's set to release in late 2022, and they have their lead actor for the cast, and that is going to be Brandon Routh from Superman Returns, Legends of Tomorrow, Scott Pilgrim, whatever else you can think of he's been in.
I just want to butt in and say I really enjoy that it says Netflix Magic the Gathering taps, because tapping your thing, you're tapping your cards a thing in fucking Magic, I think, right? I don't know. I've never played Magic. Has anybody in the chat played Magic? You tap your cards, right? Isn't that a thing?
I've never played it either. That was one of the things I just never really.
Yeah, tapping is a mechanic. Thank you. I don't feel like an idiot for saying that.
There you go.
I just want to say I appreciate the headline. Indicates in use. Gotcha.
Yeah, the headline from Hollywood Reporter, by the way, is Netflix's Magic the Gathering taps Brandon Routh, the lead cast.
That's a good headline.
We got Brandon Routh for the.
Hey, I like Brandon
for the lead in the series. Picked up straight to series in June 2019. The anime series unites familiar and well-loved planeswalkers from Magic fans and introduces new characters to tell a new story. Routh will voice the role of Gideon, an unfalteringly heroic planeswalker in the Magic the Gathering multiverse. Scripts for the first season have already been completed after Klein replaced Avengers Endgame siblings Joe and Anthony Russo to steer the show's creative. Klein's team includes co-executive story producer Steve Melching from Star Wars The Clone Wars, Ralph, who said in a video to the company the announcement that he's been playing MTG since he was 16. Also counts Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Chuck among his credits. He's rep by UTA. I love this world and I'm very excited to be part of this animated series, he said. So there you go. That is yeah,
Hey, that's cool.
I've never been much of a Magic the Gathering dude, but I mean I'll check this show out probably when it comes out, you know.
Yeah, I'll probably check out the show. I've never been a Magic guy either, even though I have like some of the D&D books, like the setting books, and I'm like, I don't really know anything about it. I think it'd be a fun world to play in, which is why I bought the setting books. But in terms of me knowing like anything about Magic the Gathering is very, very little. Um, but I know it's huge in like comic shops in town. Like they have tournaments and like they have Magic nights and like a lot of people go there to play Magic. So
Mm.
that's cool that they're making an anime. Um, Netflix also did an anime for like Dota and stuff. So I'm like, I wonder if this will be kind of similar to like the Dota anime, like because like when I look at characters in like the Dota, I think of kind of like
Mhm.
Magic a little bit, to be honest. So I'm kind of curious. Um, but yeah, I wish I could speak on it more, but I'm just not a Magic guy. Like, I'll probably check it out.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. That is what we got. Okay. Um, moving on. Cobra Kai has been renewed for season 5 over at Netflix. Since everybody thinking that this show was not going to have a well, to be fair, Netflix does kind of have a track record of like getting rid of shows on like their third season or whatever, right? Like they usually don't make it that far with the except few, you know. But yeah, I'm glad Cobra Kai is continuing to move on. I honestly hope that they continue this show for as long as they want, like the creators want to keep it going for, because
Yeah.
it's really good, man. I really like it. I know Josh really likes it. Josh was, I think, out of anybody that I know, the first one to get on top of this show.
I
Like
was, I was. I checked it out. I was like, I'm gonna check this out. This is back when it was on YouTube, and I was like, YouTube Red, what the fuck is that? Or whatever the fuck it was called back then, And like, I loved it from like the first episode. So
yeah, it's fantastic. I love it as well. I can't wait for season 4 at the end of this year, and then I assume we'll be getting season 5 probably the end of next year. So
yeah.
that'll be really really fun. I can't wait. I
it's
can't wait. Just hype. That's all.
it's
That's all there is.
also it's also really cool that this show is kind of like, first of all, it's enabled those stars we loved from Karate Kid to come back and uh, and kind of like get to play those roles again and find success with it. And on top of that, we get all these young actors coming in playing kids, and they're getting scouted for things like fucking Blue Beetle and like other shows and films. I'm sure are like looking at these young folks now, gonna be like, all right, they got martial arts training. Let's throw them in superhero and action movies. Like
Yeah, like we talked about it. We talked about it last week or the week before. But Cholo Maridueña is gonna be fucking Jaime Reyes. Is gonna be
hmm,
Blue Beetle, man. So
yeah.
it's awesome.
So it's cool that Netflix likes the show and is gonna throw out another season. And I think that the creators of the show had a plan for either 6 seasons or 7 seasons. I can't remember exactly right now, but I think they had a plan for 6 or 7 seasons. So they might
Mm,
they might get there,
I
um,
hope so.
uh, and wrap up the show. So
Let them tell their story, man. If it's going as well as it has been so far, yeah, man.
yeah, I'm excited. There's nothing but good news for me.
Exactly.
All right. What's next?
Next up, we have some interesting little tidbits from Robert Rodriguez teasing the book of Boba Fett. Um, he was he had an interview with Steve Weintraub from Collider, and he said that I can't say this is the quote, by the way. He said, "I can't say anything about it at all right now, but it's coming out in December. Wait till you see what's coming. It's going to blow your mind. That's all I can say. I can talk it up all I want because I know it over delivers. It way over delivers. People are going to be so pumped when they see it." That's him talking about the book of Boba Fett. And then he talked about also the revolutionary technology that, these shows have been using, which, as we all know now, is the volume. Um, and he talks about like that and green screen and like, how whether or not he would use it in movies. So let me go ahead and read that. He says, "At first, I thought maybe it made the most sense for a series because you could have loads that you could reuse and places you can come back to, and often that would be impossible to get to on a regular basis in a series. I don't know if I would use it very much in a movie where it's just one-off scenes that are done. They're only a couple minutes long, and then you never go back to that location again. Like on a sequel to We Can Be Heroes, even I was thinking, would I even use the volume, or would I shoot a traditional green screen again? Because I got some pretty cool stuff." He says he prefers green screen for film, so he doesn't have to decide on the background and VFX environment until post production. So again, the another bite of that quote is, "What's different about the volume is that you still have to do the work of the visual effects. It's just, am I going to do it before I shoot, or am I going to do it after?" On a TV series, you can pretty much figure out you're going to need these certain things. On a movie, I like green screen much more, so I can punt what things are going to look like. So I can punt what that thing's going to look like until later. I can kind of start lining the foreground with kids, living kids in the foreground. I can light that on a set, and I can really dial in the background later. He also said why he won't be using the volume when he does the sequel to We Can Be Heroes next year. If I did that in the volume, I'd have to figure out all of that in pre-production. That means that pushes your movie day out really far back. If you have little kids, those kids are going to be so old by the time you finish all your pre-production. So it kind of depends on the movie and the show and the tool. John Favreau found the best way to use it for Mandalorian and now Boba Fett. I think it was a really great timing, a really great thing, but I don't think it's necessarily a tool that fits in every project. So I think this is interesting in particular because, I mean, forget the fact that he's like, oh, the book of Boba Fett's gonna over deliver. We all know it's gonna be badass, right? Like, forget about that. I found this interesting because of the fact that he, like, everybody that I've heard talk about the volume has had nothing but praises about it, and like said the absolute best things about it. And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to plan ahead on things. I'd rather wait until figure out what I want to do with my background and stuff. So I'd rather just wait and do traditional green screen. That way I don't have to worry about that shit until later, you know." I just that to me that's just funny that he would think that way.
I'm excited for Book of Boba Fett, man. I can't wait. It's
I cannot wait. Like, I've heard some rumors about things and characters that are supposed to be appearing. I won't say just in case people don't want to know, but I am very excited about some things that I've heard about this show. I cannot wait. Another thing that I find interesting about these shows that um film in the volume is that I feel like we used to get a lot more leaks for Star Wars stuff before the volume. Whereas in the volume, there's like, who's in the room. There's people that, like, basically all hands are counted for, right? Like, if a leak gets out, they're more than likely to know who it was, as opposed to like if you're filming something outside in the open where you don't know who it could be, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like there's been more leaks and or less leaks in the now in the era of the volume. Because, man, I remember, like, during the early days of The Force Awakens, dude, that whole movie leaked like before it came out. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, oh, Kenobi and Andor and Boba Fett, and like we've heard like very little about all these stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just it's funny, it's interesting. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for Book of Boba Fett. Again, that comes out in December.
If you had told
Uh,
me years ago that
can't
I'd be
wait.
more excited for TV series than I would be for like movies,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have believed you. But I enjoy these series so much, and I get so much more out of them than like 2 hours in a movie, right? Because it's like
Yeah,
the shows go on for multiple episodes that go longer than that, and they get a chance
yeah,
to
it just
tell more stories. So
it just gives the story more to work with and more time to breathe. Because like one of the main problems that I have in the Rise of Skywalker is that like the first half of that movie feels so damn rushed. Like you don't even know at the beginning of the movie unless somebody tells you that the opening planet where Kylo and all the First Order are on is Mustafar.
yeah,
It's like a foresty, fiery planet. Like, oh, that doesn't like it doesn't look like the Mustafar from like Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One. But like you could kind of guess that it maybe is because it's but anyway, like you wouldn't know unless like somebody tells you, right? Because the
hmm
movie doesn't tell you. And then like there's just other stuff that happened in that movie that's way too fast, like in the first half of it. Like whereas with the TV show, you can literally like go at the pace you want to go because many you have, let's say in the case of the Mandalorian, you have 8 40 to an hour minute long or 40-minute to an hour long episodes, right? You have 8 of those to work with. So that's a lot more that you can tell and do as opposed to a 2 hour and like 15-minute movie. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So yeah, I kind of would have been with you on that as well. Like if somebody would have told me that TV shows instead of movies would have been the way. Because I mean, we were so used to movies being the way for
yeah,
Star Wars. Like that's all we ever had, really. I mean, we had the animation stuff, but I mean, those are only like 20 minutes long, so. And as much as I love Star Wars animation, like live action is, always going to be where it's at, right? So, like, it's just, yeah, I definitely have been on board with the TV shows more than I have the other stuff within the past several years. Like, if you go back and when we were talking about like before, like early 2019, when we were talking about like, oh, we have 3 major Star Wars things coming out this year, right? Again, this is for 2019. We had The Rise of Skywalker, the movie. We had Jedi Fallen Order, the game, and then we had The Mandalorian, the TV show, right? So we had all 3 of those things coming out the same year, 2019. I was always more excited for the TV show more than anything else. So Mandalorian was always at the top for me. And then Jedi Fallen Order. And then the movie was like at the bottom of the list for me. Um, so yeah, I've been on board the TVs is the future for the Star Wars train for a while now. That doesn't mean that I don't want more movies to come out because I
obviously,
still want to
yeah,
see more movies and more Star Wars movies in the future. But I think just the way that they're going about stuff nowadays, TV shows is the way to go. Especially like if they were to make a Knights of the Old Republic, if they were gonna adapt Knights of the Republic, I remember if you were to ask me before, I would be like, "Oh, do it in movies." But now I kind of want it in a TV show, if that makes sense. Like I would love a
shit,
KOTOR
dude.
show now.
I can make a great argument, like do a show. Let me tell you why. Each of those characters is fantastic, and they could get spin-offs. Who doesn't want to watch Candace Ordo go be a Mandalorian
That
somewhere?
would be it.
Like,
That would be incredible. Yeah.
like that dude's a fucking killer. Like he's a totally different Mando than our Mando. That dude
Yeah.
would shoot you for looking at him funny. Like, like that's the kind of I would watch that show. Yeah, I'd watch Mission and Zalbar go do a show.
Mission and Zalbar, dude.
Like
Fucking Jolie with the Wookiees, and man,
yeah.
like I,
Show us
yeah,
Jolie's
that'd be
past, man. Like we've heard it in the games, but like
the
show it to us.
the, the potential with that would be be
It's insane,
amazing.
right? Every one of
And
those characters could carry a show.
and I,
HK-47.
yeah,
you know, like,
I was just gonna bring HK up. HK is my favorite droid in all of Star Wars. I would love to see live action HK, dude. That'd be incredible.
could you imagine having a droid as a main character in a show? They should fucking do that.
That would be ballsy. It'd be very different.
mm. HK is fantastic. Everybody
I
loves
just
HK. I've never seen anybody that didn't like HK.
yeah, I want it now. I want a KOTOR TV show.
Yeah. Hey, we're putting it out there, Mer Magic, so maybe it'll happen.
Maybe it'll happen.
That
Hopefully it'll happen.
was a cool little discussion. I enjoyed that. Um,
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. Marvel Studios is planning for a Halloween special starring a Latino actor for Disney Plus. So they are wanting to do a little something based off of the um Werewolf by Night stuff for Marvel. That's at least that's what the speculation is. That's what people are assuming that the special could be. So they're wanting to do an untitled Halloween special for Disney Plus. So Werewolf by Night, which would be the introduction of two separate characters from the Marvel comic book universe. The first one, Jack Russell, created in or debuted in the comic Marvel Spotlight #2 in February 1972. Russell has a family history of lycanthropy, or the supernatural transformation of a human into a wolf, but uses his power for good and is able to remain aware of his transformations. The second character, Jake Gomez, was introduced into the Marvel Universe last year in the comic Werewolf by Night Volume 3, #1, created by Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas, Scott Eaton, and Benjamin Jackendoff. Gomez is described to be a descendant of the Native American tribe Hopi, who has been cursed with lycanthropy through his lineage. Though it is unconfirmed if the character will be based on Werewolf by Night, the casting search marks another effort in Marvel's expansion of representation. Hooray! So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is what people have been speculating on, that it would be like Werewolf by Night stuff, which I don't know I don't know a whole lot about personally, but it sounds
I
pretty
don't,
cool.
I don't know
So
anything about it, but it sounds cool. Yeah.
I'm all about it. So let's make it happen. Let's do it, man.
Yeah. I'm. I've. We were just talking about Star Wars, and now we're talking about like the Marvel stuff. Another thing that has made like just the TV show thing is great. Is like the 1-2 punch thing that we kind of got going on, right? We get a Marvel thing, we get a Star Wars thing, we get a Star Wars thing,
I
we get a
love it.
Marvel thing. It's
I
it's
love it.
like I have never like that makes me so fucking happy. Like it's always something to watch and check out. Um, but yeah, so this sounds like something we'll be checking out. I'm curious to
Oh, absolutely.
I definitely want to like I want to know more. I would like to know more.
Would you like to know more?
I do.
All right, I
Um,
think that's all we got for the TV news. However, so if you want to move on to that little bit of TV news right there,
yeah,
or
let's
the
hit
movie news,
that
my bad. We're done with the TV
moving
news.
news. Oh, that's right. We
All
got.
right.
Wow, I forgot we
So,
had this.
so the first thing we have up here is the Spider-Man No Way Home official teaser trailer. I actually reacted to this. So if you want to check out my initial thoughts on this, you can go to my YouTube and check it out. But yeah, have you seen this? I'm sure you have by now, right?
The moment it dropped, we were all in voice chat, and we were like, "All right, this is the room," because there's rumors like this is supposed to drop because there's like a leak that got out there or something, and then like it dropped, and we were like, "Okay, we're muting up and watching this." And if I had
Well,
been thinking, I would have recorded my reaction, but I was not thinking. I was just excited.
yeah. Well, what happened was like I think the trailer leaked like a day or two before because it was going to be shown at like CinemaCon or whatever the hell
Yeah,
event will happen. And then yeah, it leaked, and apparently it was real. So what do they do? They like, oh, fucking Sony was like, I would imagine they're scrambling to be like, well, fuck, this thing leaked before it was supposed to happen. So we're still like a day away. So we'll try to. But anyway, they ended up dropping it. Ended up happening. So we have the trailer now.
let's watch it. I'm gonna throw it up
Let's
here, guys.
check it out, man. Check it out.
Okay, we'll play it with sound. Why not? Um, and yeah, let's watch this thing and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
It's got one of those little pre-sizzle things going on that I hate. By the way,
Yeah,
I hate them.
I fucking despise the trailer before the trailer.
Male spider's ability
Yeah.
to hypnotize
Can we
females.
not do that
Stop,
anymore?
come on.
Can we
It's
please
not
stop doing that?
I agree.
Can we just like stay up here all day? It is
So annoying having a little pre-trailer before that. Here's a preview to the thing you're literally about to watch.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are
But obviously it picks up right after like
Does any part of
No
you
Way
feel
Home
relieved
or
about all this?
Far From Home.
Yeah.
Now that everybody knows, you don't really.
Everybody
have to
knows who he
lie
is now.
to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you
It's hurting
tell
all the
someone
people
you're
that are close to him.
Spider-Man? Now everybody.
So he wants to fix it.
But this isn't about me. This is hurting.
He
a
sees
lot
a
of people.
Halloween decoration that looks like Doctor Strange and
I'm
is like,
just
oh,
thinking
I need to
about
go see the
how to fix
wizard.
all of this.
So, Peter,
Fucking Doctor Strange out here chilling
I'm
with
sorry to bother you, sir.
a hoodie and
saved
a
half the
jacket
universe
on. He's
together.
still
I
got the
think
cape
we're
too.
beyond you calling me son.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious about what that costume that
Feels weird, but I'll allow it.
Peter was wearing
When
there.
Mysterio revealed my
Because it looks
identity,
like he's gonna have a bunch of
I
different
got
suits in this
screwed up.
movie.
Yeah.
I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Wong is like, see ya, dude. I'm going to vacation with Shang-Chi, bro. Good luck.
Right.
Fine,
Don't fuck it up.
I won't.
And then Peter and
Entire
Doctor
world
Strange are
is
about to
to
just
forget
mess
that Peter
everything up.
Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend.
Oh, my Aunt May should really stop talking.
All of this could have been avoided if they were like, yeah, everybody is gonna forget that you're Peter, even everybody who's close to you. But guess what, dum dum? You can just tell them again.
We
What's the
can't
Right.
problem, man?
stability of space-time.
But nah, dude, they just had to fuck up the
Is a
multiverse.
concept about which we know frighteningly little.
I'm glad we have Happy again too.
Trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
God, seeing the Goblin Bomb, dude.
Yeah. The chills I got, I still get them.
Careful what you wish for.
Look at
Parker.
that. Fucking Alfred Molina's back, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is incredible, dude.
I'm so glad that what's happening in this movie is happening.
Yeah,
You know,
they're
like,
they're
just-
opening up multiverse shit finally. It's man, it's gonna be so hyped, dude.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I absolutely cannot wait. I am is Spider-Man 2 where we have like the old Raimi film with Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. That was like my absolute favorite of those.
Mhm.
And I remember playing the fucking game and
The game,
just
yeah.
and it's so, I don't know if you played it, right? You played
Yeah,
the
I
old
played it.
Spider-
Yeah, I
that
played it.
game was fantastic back
It
in
was
the
like
day.
at the time like the best Spider-Man game.
And when it was over, you know how sometimes when a game's over, you'll have that empty feeling inside because it's over? Bro, I
Yeah.
had that feeling with that game. I just wanted more. I just wanted more. It was all I ever wanted. And like, oh my goodness. I can't tell you how excited I am. Like, and fuck. It's fuck. Can't wait. Speechless. Keep saying the same words over again.
Yeah, no, it's so cool, man. It's so damn cool.
Yeah, Majin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think that's the case. I
Yeah.
don't believe he's talking to Tom Holland's Peter. I think he's talking to another Peter.
Yeah.
Because they like you said, they do fake shit like this in trailers all the time. It's misdirections and all that kind of stuff. So
So a part of the show.
yeah, I definitely think that is the case as well. Yeah, I'm just super excited for this movie, man. I can't wait to check it out, dude.
I'm surprised they put the trailer off for so long.
Yeah, like
Um,
they really did. Which reminds me, we were just talking about the Book of Boba Fett also releases in December. We don't have a trailer for that yet either. So all this stuff in December that they're keeping really, really close to the chest, man. That we just got one for Spider-Man. I wonder when we get one for Book of Boba. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's exciting, man. It's very, very hype.
It's a good time to be alive, guys. So go
It
get
really is
go
a lot
go
of
get
good stuff.
vaccinated, please.
Yeah.
Stay alive. Damn it, there's so much good shit. There's nothing more I can say. Let's just move on because like it's we're all fucking hyped for it. This like what do you add on to that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. We have some Matrix 4 news because again, we just had CinemaCon over the past week. And they showed a trailer at CinemaCon, which has not been revealed to the rest of us who are not there. But in that trailer and in all that stuff that they revealed, they have a title for the fourth Matrix movie. So we don't have to call it. I mean, we can still call it Matrix 4, but it now has an official title as well. So Warner Brothers gave the reveal of the official title, which is ready. Are you ready for it? The Matrix Resurrections. That is the name of the fourth Matrix movie. The trailer had apparently Neil Patrick Harris talking to Keanu Reeves' Neo in a future San Francisco. He was trapped in a world like the 1999 one. And you know they're pretty much talking about some of the stuff that happens in the trailer. But the movie's coming out on December 22nd, and I wonder when or if we'll get to see this trailer.
I don't
Because
know.
again, we're talking about stuff coming out in December. This is another thing coming out in December. And then I know Josh is a pretty big Matrix guy. He used to play a lot of the Matrix Online and all that kind of stuff. So
I'm like
how do you
genuinely
feel about
curious.
this?
So first of all, like I love the OG Matrix movie, and the sequels were what they were. They weren't like there were some that were like there's some bad shit, but I still always enjoyed them because it's like sure just fighting, it's some interesting stuff. And I played the ever living shit out of the Matrix Online, and I know that I'm like 99% sure they probably didn't look at any of that stuff that happened uh, in the Matrix Online when they were making this movie or any of that stuff. But I can't help but be like, I wonder if they had a little peek at because the Matrix Online was like a continuation of the Matrix cinematic universe, kind of in a way. So like, there were storylines, there were like actual story events that would happen. You could meet characters, you could meet the Oracle, you could meet um and work with, if you chose to, the agents or the Merovingian and like all those. Um, you could fight Seraph, like to see the Oracle. Like you would sit there and fight. They would have meetings with the in-game captains of the ships. You would have a ship. You'd be part of a crew. And I enjoyed the Matrix Online. So and like there were some things in there that I don't want to spoil the Matrix because I already did it once for somebody and I felt really bad afterwards because I just said it without thinking. Like last week, just opened my mouth without a fucking thought and said something. But there is something kind of like that would make the title Resurrection kind of be like Matrix. There was some Matrixy online-y stuff that kind of involved that, you know, like I don't know if anybody out there watching or listening to this played the Matrix Online, but you know what I'm talking about with certain characters. So I'm curious. I'm real curious. Am I excited or hyped for it? I'm gonna see it. I don't know. Like I'm excited and I'm hyped for Spider-Man, right? This, I'm more like, I'll check it out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not like hype or excited at that level, but it's still like interesting. I'm curious to see what they do with that universe. The Matrix is a cool universe. You could spin that off into a lot of different things. if you wanted to. So, and also the Keanu Sans continues.
Does.
How are you feeling about it? Are you excited for it or interested in it? Let us tell us how you feel.
I haven't. So I rewatched the first movie. What, like sometime within the past year?
Yeah.
Because we talked about it, and then I haven't seen the other ones, like in like some of them at all, and or like if I have, it's been way too long. So I don't really know what the hell happens after the first one, really, just because it's been too long, or I just haven't seen some of the other ones. But
Bro,
I
I got a story when you're
yeah,
done.
I'd be like you. I'm kind of like you. I'm not like like overly excited or anything like that, but I'll definitely check it out when it comes out. You know what I mean? Like I'm curious to see where, especially after such a long time since the last movie, like where, like what is this, like this idea that they've had with now for so long, and like what like where do they take this universe in? Like what's the next step for the Matrix? And because in 1999 it was like the huge new thing, and
Right?
like where does the Matrix, like what does the Matrix do for us now in 2021? You know, so I'm curious in regards to that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah.
I'm also curious to see if they take stuff of the Matrix online, and if they do, we're totally gonna talk about it.
Uh-huh.
The funny story I have for you is I went and saw the second Matrix in theaters with my dad. When did that movie come out? So I can tell you how old I
Oof,
was.
man. I mean, the first one was 99, so second one was early 2000s, I would assume.
2003 is what I'm getting. So I
Okay.
was like 13, 12 or 13. I went and saw that movie with my dad. And there's a scene in that movie where they're partying in a cave while scantily clad as water pours over them. That shit was the most awkward thing in the world, watching that with my old man in the theater. And he teased me about it on the way home, thinking it was so funny. And for me, it was
That's
just like, oh
hilarious.
my God, this is so bad. No, like sitting there the entire time. Because my dad and I were used to be the two guys that would go to the movies. I fucking saw Saving Private Ryan in theaters, which was a
Oh
fucking
yeah,
crazy experience seeing Normandy
I
D-Day
bet.
landing in theaters. But like, yeah, like that was my funny story about fucking Matrix. I saw that awkward ass scene with my old man in the theater. um, but yeah, like that's cool stuff. Surely we'll be getting this trailer probably soon. I'd imagine. Like they probably
Probably,
just didn't
yeah.
want to throw it out there when Spider-Man kind of dropped theirs and took over the internet.
That makes sense.
I could actually see it coming out this week or next week. To be honest with you, depending.
Yeah.
But if we got nothing more to say on the Matrix, we can move on to the next thing.
The next thing, which is
It's gonna be a quick thing, I'm sure.
it really is, yeah. So I know we're all gonna be very heartbroken and sad about this one, but guess what, guys? Um, Venom: Let There Be Carnage has been delayed again. I know. Sad, sad, sad news. It's going from October 15th to January 21st, 2022. And if you know anything about movies and theaters and all that kind of stuff, you know that January is the time of the year where it is known as the dumping ground. If your movie is in January, it is there's a high chance of it being a stinker. So I think this delay further uh, uh, supports what we've been feeling about this movie, and that it is going to be a not good. Um, so yeah, that's it's not a good look that they keep delaying this one, and then for them to put it in January now, it's a big yikes, man. It's a
Yeah.
big yikes. So yeah, I don't really have much else other to say other than yeah. I mean,
Good
okay,
luck.
yeah.
uh, uh, Also, there's like nowhere else they even could have put it other than delaying it like further into 2022 either.
I
Like,
feel like October would have been the perfect spot to keep it in, but I mean, okay, if
I
you want to.
I totally disagree because of Dune. I don't think you would ever want to compete with that. That would be crazy. They're not gonna make a lot of money on it anyway because it looks like trash. But
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. They're probably gonna make much on it anyway, because you know what I
yeah,
mean. Like,
but
but at
still,
least
they
have it
they want to
in
make
like
what they
October
could.
where it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess if you put it in the dumping ground where there's nothing out, then
And
I
there's
guess
nowhere
you
else you
can
could
make
put
more
it.
money
Like
for it.
you can't fight the Eternals in November, and you damn sure can't fight Spider-Man in December if you even looking for a fight. Like you're just not gonna make anything.
No,
I don't
no.
know who makes these decisions, but I'm kind of curious to if it was like, all right, this is like trash, throw it in the dumping year.
Throw it in the
Yeah.
dumping ground, man.
Uh,
Yeah,
let's
I don't know who decides this stuff, but hey, it is what it is.
yeah, yeah. There's just there's just too much good out there for there to be a movie like that. In my opinion, from what I've seen from the trailers. Uh you know what I mean? Like I've seen Eternal trailers, I'm hyped for that. I've seen Spider-Man trailer, I'm hyped for that. I've seen Dune trailer, I'm hyped for that. I've seen Shang-Chi trailers, I'm hyped for that. All right, here's Venom. Wow, that looks like a stinker. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
just too much good for you not to be at the top of your game. With a character like Venom. He should be so much more than what he is right now. Uh,
He
that's
honestly
my
really should, but
that's my thoughts.
that's uh
They need to
Sony trying
stop
to make stuff out of you know like the
and
decision to make Venom separate from Spider-Man is just that already was just not great. But hey, whatever.
they need to stop ruining Venom. They've done it twice in movies.
Yeah, it's not great. Not
All
great at
right,
all.
what do we got next? Let's move on.
Next up, we have the official Red Band trailer for The King's Man,
I have
which I
not seen
also
this.
reacted to. So if you want to go check out my thoughts to this, go look at that.
You gonna get me
Uh,
live? I'll unmute this through the stream. Let's see here what we have. Oh boy, opening up. Rasputin.
Ra ra
Looking for someone
Rasputin.
who can help me gain an audience with the Tsar. Perhaps you can be of assistance.
I only make decisions when my stomach is full or my balls are empty.
How rude.
Well, thank God dinner is being served.
Yep, that line. It's a great line, man. It's very
Small
true too,
things
by the way.
Mm-hmm.
grow into big problems. We are the first independent intelligence agency. While governments wait for orders, our people take action.
Welcome to the club.
You're going to need a suit.
Very clever. Time to dance.
Damn.
Stop fucking about!
Yeah, this movie looks awesome, man. Like I love the first Kingsman movie from 2014. It was such a pleasant surprise for me because I didn't know much about the Kingsman at that point.
I'm gonna love killing you.
And I really loved it. I really ended up enjoying it. Second one I didn't love as much, but you know,
I didn't never see the second one.
it was still a decent addition. And then this one I can't wait. It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, this looks great. This trailer's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really really good, I think.
In theaters, December 27th. Wow, December is
December is
packed.
a stacked month, yeah. It really is. It reminds me of December from like 2018 when we had like Spider-Verse, Bumblebee, Aquaman. Like there was a bunch of shit that month too. But anyway, The King's Man looks fantastic. I'm all about it.
Yeah, that looks great. That's a good trailer.
Yeah. And then the last thing that I have here is something that actually dropped earlier today.
Yeah.
which is that uh, we are getting a sequel to the Jungle Cruise. It is in the works with Disney as Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt are returning. Uh, Disney's Jungle Cruise crossed the $100 million marker at the domestic box office over the weekend, and the studio is moving forward with the sequel to the film. They confirmed that the director has also signed on to return. Michael Green is also back to write the script. And yeah, I mean, there isn't really a whole lot to say other than, obviously Jungle Cruise is based off of the ride, and the first one is out now if you want to go check it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they signed everybody on board for like a 3-movie deal or something like that. Disney does that nowadays a lot, especially with
Yeah.
like Marvel and Star Wars and stuff. They always sign people to like multi-picture deals and whatnot. So not surprised. I'm honestly not too surprised at this, especially since it did pretty decent. The movie did, and for what it was worth, I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed
Yeah,
the
it
first
was
one
fun.
for
There's some
what it
whack
was.
CG at points, but other than that, it
Oh
was pretty.
yeah, absolutely. But for what it
It
was,
was
it's a
fun. I enjoyed it,
decent adventure movie.
and I
Yeah.
love The Rock, and I love Emily Blunt. So like, fucking sue me. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I remember The Rock tweeting out like, "Yeah, we're meeting about a sequel." Like a few weeks ago or something, like a week ago or something like that. They were having like, somebody had tweeted at him like they really enjoyed the Jungle Cruise, and they were like curious if there's sequels and stuff. And like The Rock actually responded, "Yeah, we got a meeting next week about it." So I guess this is the result of that meeting.
It sure is.
We're getting a sequel.
Yep.
That's cool. That's cool. That's great. Fantastic. I enjoyed the first one. Yeah. Nothing more to say on that for me.
Yep. That will be it for our. I think that's it for our movie news. Yeah.
There's all the news for you guys. I
That
don't
is
think
the
there's anything
first
that
part of
dropped.
the show right there. No,
Yeah,
I
guys.
don't believe so.
All right. We will take a break. I need a quick break.
Yep, I need one as well. So we will go on a quick break, and then we'll be back to discuss the news over the past week with Gamescom.
Don't go anywhere, guys. Well,
2021 Gamescom.
yeah,
We'll be
go
back.
places, get drinks, go to the bathroom, and stuff like that. I'll put some music on for you, YouTube and MP3 listeners. You won't get that music, and we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. I got the wrong. I don't have the break screen. I have the starting soon screen. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. We'll be right back after this.
BRB, guys.
Hello, everyone, and we're back with more Clockwork Cantina goodness. We're going to get into our main topic, which is Gamescom. It was a good Gamescom, in my opinion. We're going to watch some trailers. We're going to talk about what we have.
We
what we're
have some
excited
things
for.
to talk about.
Yeah.
So Gamescom happened over the past week. They had some announcements and some things that went down. So we're gonna watch some trailers and talk about new games and updates to games we already know about and whatnot. So let's get on into that, friend.
All right. I was watching it from like when it first started, and I was just spamming Daniel's Discord with trailers as they were dropping. It was cool. I enjoyed watching. I know you joined. You started watching it like halfway through, and then you watched what you missed on stream, right, Daniel?
Yeah, I watched like halfway after it already started, and then after it was all over, I ended up watching the stuff that I missed at the beginning. Yeah. Also, don't mind me. I have an otter pop. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm it's a blue otter pop. But anyway, yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. So I think the first thing um, is the Halo Infinite multiplayer trailer.
Yes. So we have an article up that's got all the stuff that was announced, guys, and we'll play the trailers on stream. Some will have sound, some won't, and we'll talk about them. So first up, let's open this up. Let's pop this over. That is really loud. And let me turn sound on for the Halo one. I think we can have sound for it. So yeah, they did the trailer for the multiplayer part of and it honestly it feels like a story trailer. I guess it is a story trailer because I mean it's telling a story. But yeah, we start off with this. I can't speak about Halo. I don't know dick about it.
To win.
To be a Spartan.
I know people love that Halo music though when it plays.
What is a Spartan? A Spartan is a symbol. Hope where there is none. In times of darkness,
Daniel, I can't hear you talking, dude.
we are hope.
There we go. That's why you couldn't.
I'm like, it's so quiet in here.
Yeah, I was talking and it wasn't working. Anyway, I was saying is that I know that this is its own separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the base game.
Yeah, the multiplayer is gonna be like free, right?
It's its
Like,
own separate thing. It's gonna be free. Yeah, not connected to the story. Like like when you buy the game or whatever, it's not gonna be its own. It's a whole separate thing that you can do. Separate from the main story. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really know what the hell's going on here because I haven't played a Halo game since like the third one, so I'm out of the loop on a lot of things. And the third one, I only really played multiplayer, so
yeah.
I mean, I think the only full Halo game I've played story wise is the first one. So yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I'll definitely be giving this a go, especially since it's free and whatnot.
Yeah, multiplayer stuff, playing with friends is always
Yeah, the multiplayer that'll be a fun time for sure.
be dope.
So we'll be
Yeah.
checking that out.
Next up, we have some Elden Ring stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember actually seeing this, so I don't remember where it was actually shown. So I may have missed this.
It's like a 15-minute preview of the game, so we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but
Interviewed Hidetaka Miyazaki back in June.
Oh, this is a voiceover deal, yeah. Got it.
yeah. So I know a lot of people are pretty hype about this game. This isn't my kind of game. I'm not into the Souls type stuff really. I know Josh is intrigued in the story and the lore and the world and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I don't usually play these types of games.
He'll probably be giving this a shot.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a new love with Elden Ring of these types of games, but
yeah,
I am kind of curious. But yeah, there's not like I feel like this is all stuff we've seen for the most part
Yeah.
that they're kind of showing. Most of the info is from the dude talking over the video, which I'm not playing right now because the
Yeah. Well,
sound. I mean,
I guess we can move on then. The game is set to release on March 2022. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Uh, this is set to release like I think what January,
sometime next year, right? Like January,
like
February, one of
early
those.
next year. Yeah,
I know February next year is fucking stacked. I know that.
it is. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Elden Ring stuff. There's not like that would require us watching that entire video to get info out of, and I'm not going to do that on stream.
Well, anyway, they announced a new game.
Yes, now this I was excited for.
Yeah, so talk about this one here.
All right, so this one I'm going to show the trailer for. We're not going to play the sound for it, unfortunately, but this is Marvel. Midnight Suns got announced. It's going to be created by Firaxis Games over there. They worked with Marvel to create like the main hero of this game. They said she's customizable somewhat. I don't know how much that means. So for those of you that don't know, Firaxis are the guys, they make XCOM, they've made Civ and stuff like that. XCOM is like the big thing, and everybody's like, this is going to be the XCOM Marvel game. However, there are articles out there stating that is not the case. It's going to be not. It's going to have some elements from XCOM, but it's going to be different than XCOM. Like very different. So like they see it more as like a tactical RPG, which makes me which makes me think more like kind of Divinity style, like or like Pathfinder if you choose to use turn mode. So that's kind of what I think is going to happen. This trailer is great. Go watch it with sound.
This trailer has a great cover of Enter Sandman, by the way.
Yeah,
check it out. I think it's fucking great.
And I would love to play it, but I'm not going to. We got all the all the great heroes, and then some that I didn't don't really know anything about, like Nico from the Runaways, right? And Magic, who I don't know anything about Magic. I'm really excited for this because I love Firaxis and I love XCOM, and it's made by them, so they know how to make a tactical kind of game. We got fucking Ghost Rider, oh god, I'm blanking on that name. Daniel, you know the Ghost Rider name. What?
Oh, so everybody is familiar with the usual Ghost Rider, which is the Johnny Blaze version.
Yeah.
But the one that they are using in this game is the Robbie Reyes version, I believe.
Yeah, Ghost Robbie Rider. Reyes. That's the fucking name. Sorry, I blanked real hard on the name. For some fucking reason. This shot right here just makes me fucking hype. Look, we got fucking. I think this is Doctor Strange, Magic. We got Iron Man. We got Wolverine. We got the main character here. She has a name, but I can't think of it right now. My mind is dumb. Ghost Rider, Blade, Cap, Nico, and then Captain Marvel.
Marvel, yeah, it's pretty solid cast of characters here, man.
Yeah, and I imagine they could always add more with DLC, if they go that route. I don't know how Firaxis would do that. I don't know if they would ever do, or would do DLC like that for this game, but they might. But yeah, just look at this. Look at this fucking lineup. This is a lineup right here. This is some heavy hitters, and they all got like this fucking gold-plated engraved armor and fucking fire and shit. Like Iron Man's chest piece is lit up with fucking flames like coming out. So is Cap's shield. So is Captain Marvel's hair and Nico's. Like it's all bring on the gold and black, also, which is a good color, by the way.
Love it. Gold and black is a solid color scheme. But like there's a shot like after this of Wolverine, and you get to see how big his fucking arm is, and it's huge, dude.
No,
He's fucking jacked. Like play it a little bit more when they show like
Oh,
coming
hang on.
March 2022.
I accidentally
This is
clicked.
Midnight Suns. Oh,
There it is. I got it.
yeah. Look how huge his fucking arm is, dude. It's like that dude is jacked, bro. Like what the shit?
Yeah, like right here. That thing is that's an arm.
And look at his neck, dude. He like doesn't even have a neck. It's just like fucking man. Wolverine is huge. Yeah, so yeah, we have Iron Man again, Blade, Ghost Rider, and then yeah, I also don't know who the lady in the middle is. So
Oh, she has a name, but I can't think of it right now. I think she has a name. Yeah, we'll get our first gameplay reveal on September 1st.
which is literally in 2 days. So
Well, yeah, so we'll get
coming
gameplay,
up.
and that'll
So
be on
next
next
week,
week's podcast.
on next
Yeah.
week's podcast, we will have some gameplay to show for that.
They've
So that'll be
said you will develop like relationships, not like romantic relationships, with the characters in here. That has like a home base you go to, and you can give them gifts and stuff, and you like form these bonds with your team that you're leading against the ultimate evil, Lilith. I think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty into it. Daniel, you excited for this? I think you're into this, right? You're about it.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm very curious to see the gameplay here in a couple of days because I really want to know. Like it's like an Xbox XCOM style game, but not you know like,
Yeah.
from what we've heard. So I'm very curious what they're gonna do with this. So yeah, I can't wait to see the gameplay and stuff here in a couple of days. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what that is like. But yeah, I'm on board with this game so far.
Majin, if you're still in the chat, how do you feel about this? You're one of our strongest Marvel guys. How do you feel about this game if you're still there? And let us know, because I'm kind of curious to how you feel about it. I haven't talked to you. I had a chance to talk to you about it. If you're still there. And while we wait for Majin to respond, we can move on. Actually, we can show off the last little bit of the trailer because we get a demon dog. Oh, also Blade. If you sign up for the newsletter, you get a Blade outfit.
I signed up for it, so yeah, give me.
I did it. I did as well. Bad dog.
Shit.
All right. Oh my god! Every time I exit out of a video, it throws me to the top of the page.
Mm.
Yeah.
Next
Right
thing
after
that we have.
Yep. Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, you go for it if you want.
Well, next up we had the Saints Row reboot. It's coming in February next year. We got a trailer here for you guys. I'm just reading the text to see if there's anything in here that might be of use.
Yeah, it is a complete reboot of the series. They're going to a new city. They have new characters. It's completely new.
Yeah, and I have some thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I'm sure we both do.
Hopefully this was sound.
I got the
Fuck
dealer.
it.
Nina, they're heading your way. They're here.
Fuck it, dude.
Should have eyes on the merchandise.
I sure do.
So
damn.
I do kind of like the setting that we're in here. I like the the city and then the the area, the region rather that we're in. But we'll let the rest of the trailer play and then we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's a very different characters than what we're used to in the Saints Row franchise.
Nice. My buddies and I have been looking all over town for those. Have you been hoarding? See, we need them for our startup. It's a criminal empire kind of.
Yeah.
Marshall.
Dad, you should buckle up.
Santo Ileso, I believe is the name of the town or the city that we're in here, by the way.
Yeah.
Kevin. Asshole.
Yeah, so for those of you who are listening to this and not seeing what we're seeing, we're watching the trailer right now.
Yeah. It's playing with
so
sound,
wondering-
which will be in the which will be in the MP3, but like yeah, like I was saving my thoughts for like the end.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we can talk about it now. Let's share.
Okay.
So Josh, you want to go first? Should I go first? I mean, I don't care either way.
All right, I'll go first.
Go for it. The floor is yours.
When I saw this, I'll admit I was a little disappointed. All right, because I'm gonna address this right off the bat. Some people are saying the characters look woke, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. That's not what my complaint is. My complaint is the characters look like they're from Fortnite. That is my main complaint right now. At least in this trailer. In this trailer, they look like they're from Fortnite. That's my biggest complaint.
This trailer didn't really excite me at all.
No.
It did like kind of the opposite of that, to be honest. Like I watched this and I was so not on board. I don't like the look of the character. So here, let me just say this. I don't mean to like shit on people's work, because there's people out there who spent time creating and finding the look for these characters and whatnot and everything. But I don't like the look of these characters. Like Kevin, the dude with the fucking helmet, looks just like a shittier Johnny Gat.
Right.
Like everybody just seems like a shittier version of the characters that we had before. And I don't know who, like, they're supposed to be a gang, but like I don't know who they're supposed to scare, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't seem very scary. I don't know. Yeah, I just man, it's rough. I don't think this trailer helped out, to be honest. I feel like they should have shown, like, I guess that they have shown gameplay off to certain people.
They showed like a smidge
behind closed doors stuff, which they should have shown us, to be honest, because I don't.
They
think
had a little. There's a little smidge of gameplay that they show in a separate video. Let me see if I can find it. It might be here.
I think it is here. Yeah, if you scroll down a bit, it's like right there.
I don't know if that's it, because that's like 7 minutes. What they showed was like. No, that's the trailer. That's them talking.
But as I was saying, though, I like the location that we're in. I like the setting and stuff, or whatever, the region that we're in. But these characters and like, I don't know, man. I just don't know, dude. Like, I'm very conflicted on this, because it just, I hate to call like the characters generic and like soulless, but like they just don't have that vibe that the old characters used to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels like from this trailer, from just the cinematic trailer that they showed to announce the game.
Yeah,
it's like they made Saints Row for the generation behind me. It's not for me. That's what it feels like to me.
I watched the trailer and I was like, this isn't for me anymore, dude. Like, it made me feel, like, there's been so much that's been making me feel old, and I'm not even that old, you know what I mean? But like it's like with this and other things, I'm like, this is Gen Z's Saints Row, bro. This ain't my Saints Row.
Yeah.
Like I just every I feel like there's just a whole lot of stuff coming out nowadays, and I'm just like, man, I'm old, dude, because this ain't for me anymore. I can't really relate to this, or I can't really like it's just not for me no more, dude. Like I these characters I just can't they don't vibe with me, man. Like based off of this cinematic trailer. Like if you told me if you had this cinematic trailer and if you removed if you removed the Saints Row logo from it and stuff like that, if you smacked like Fortnite season 7 or if you smacked like Watch Dogs 2.5 on it or something, I'd believe that it was I'd believe it was an Ubisoft game, or I'd believe it was a Fortnite or something, you know what I mean? Like there isn't really anything in that trailer that makes me think, oh dude, yeah, Saints Row, you know?
Yeah, it was like I'm like they're not even really wearing purple. Like some of them have like little
Yeah.
purple. That's like that's Saints Row to me. Like they're clad in purple. They're the other thing is the characters look really young, and they're gonna
Yeah.
be dropping that Zoomer talk on me, and I'm be like, I don't know if I like this. Like if they want me to buy this game, they gonna have to show me some mind blowing gameplay because your characters, which for me is what Saints Row's all about. It's not even like it's like we had Johnny Cat and Shondi and Kinsey and fucking Zemo, like, and all those great, crazy, psychotic characters.
Yeah.
Like like Saints Row is not meant to be like grounded in like a reality or anything. It's supposed to be kind of outrageous and fun, and I don't know. Like, for me, that trailer did not sell me on the game.
It
It didn't
didn't
make me
either.
excited. It did the
Yeah.
opposite of making me excited. It made me a little,
Yep.
uh-oh. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you on that. Like again, yeah. I need to see gameplay. I need to see a lot more from this for me to be like, all right, maybe that's something that I do want to check out. But just based off of that one trailer, this ain't it, Chief. At least for me, I'm not on board with it at all. Again, I was excited for this before watching this, but I'm like far from that now. They have a lot of ground to cover for me to make me want to get this game because I'm just not on board with this reboot at all right now. Maybe I'll change my mind on it, but as of right now, I don't think that trailer did them any favors. Um, Hopefully the gameplay and all the other stuff they plan to show in the future will change my mind. But yeah, again, right now I'm not with it.
they got work to do if they want me. So,
For sure, yeah, yeah.
and
We're on the same page on that.
I'm an OG fucking Saints Row fan. I've been playing it since the very first game. So, I I'm not owed anything, but I feel like, come on, man, I've been with you since the start, and you're doing this to me. You know what I mean? Like I kind of felt like that a little bit, but
We're just old, man. Certain things aren't for us anymore. Maybe, dude. I don't know.
I don't.
We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell, man. Time will tell.
I gotta see more.
Yeah.
We can move on. We can move on. We can move on. But for the love of God, let's go.
Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West confirmed to have a 2022 release date. It'll be coming out in the month of February, 2022. It'll be February 18th is the release date. So we will have this to look forward to. I'm very excited for this game. I love the first Horizon. First Horizon is my game of the year for 2017. I'm very, very looking forward to this next one. It looks even more beautiful and even more stunning than the first one did, with all the upgraded graphics and mechanics and just everything that they've changed. So yeah, I'm just very excited. Even though I don't have a PS5, I'm like I still can't wait for this. This looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and restart my run of it at some point and finish it up.
Yeah.
I was having a good time with it, and then stuff happened. But yeah, got a release date for Horizon, which is that month is loaded. February
right? So
18th.
what's coming out? It's this. It's
Let's
Saints
look.
Row. What else is coming out in February?
February 2022. Games. Wait, hang on. Let me make sure this is right stuff. Let's see what we got here. Horizon Forbidden West. The Destiny 2 DLC, which people are really into apparently. Sifu.
Oh, Sifu. Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit in a little bit.
Yeah. Saints Row, the Saints Row game.
Yeah.
Other games releasing February 2022. Let's see here. There's some other stuff I think that is coming in February. Isn't the new Far Cry in February?
I think so. I know they've pushed that back once or twice, but I want to say you're right that it's coming out in that month, but
These are under TBA, like to be announced, but for some reason they got like the Evil Dead games in February, Blood Bowl 3's in February, but it's not like got specific dates. So I don't want to like yell at those being out there. So possibly, but oh, the other thing is the Pokemon Legends thing comes out January 28th. So that'll be like rolling into February.
So I just looked it up. Far Cry is actually this year. It's in October.
Oh,
so
really?
That's soon.
Why did I think February? Oh,
no,
I was thinking it was supposed to come out February this year, and they delayed it. That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking February. Okay, my brain is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's coming out in October.
Oh man,
couple months.
I'm looking at these release dates, and I can't wait for Stalker 2. Okay.
Anyway,
yeah,
February is gonna be busy then. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty loaded, and then like the next month, rumor is. Or is it a rumor? Did the Marvel game have a date on it?
Which one? The
Midnight
Suns?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. Oh wait, March.
Got it.
Yeah, March.
So that'll be after February. So that block right there, February, March, is gonna be like for me pretty heavy because I'm interested in that stuff. Okay. What's next?
Next, we have the look for the next Call of Duty Vanguard campaign. Which this is like a 9-minute thing, so I mean I don't know if we want to check this out, but
we can.
I'll talk
about it for just a second, and I'm only gonna talk about it because Laura Bailey's voicing the character that they're showing off. She's playing a Russian sniper. The gameplay they showed looked pretty good. I don't know if I want to show it. Because I'm very annoyed at Activision for that stuff. But that's not like the people that necessarily made the game's fault. At least I'm sure there's lots of innocent people in this. So we'll show off a snippet of it and then we'll move on. I never really played Call of Duty for I wasn't huge into multiplayer, so I always played the story stuff. Some of the stuff they show here is pretty interesting. The interview they did with Laura Bailey's interesting, and I like Laura Bailey, so she's playing one of the main characters. I think there's multiples that they swap between. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just show off a quick snippet. I need to fix Daniel's camera, and because it broke randomly, and I think it's fixed now. Yeah, I caught it really quick. But yeah, what they showed looked interesting, and if I wasn't really annoyed at Activision like I am right now, I might even check this out. But unfortunately, because it looked the story stuff looked kind of interesting. But yeah, that's all we're gonna show with that Call of Duty stuff. Go check it out on your own if that's what you want to do. Next up, we have the game we've heard about a hell of a lot here on the channel called Deathloop.
Yep, we've been hearing about this for a long time. But hey, good news. This is the final preview, so this is it, man.
Think, like the day before
It's
it
coming
comes
out.
out, they're gonna be like delayed again.
It's coming out in 2 weeks, so yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not super interested in this game. They've showed
Yeah,
it off so much, and
I think I
just,
used to be. We're looking at the IGN preview here.
God damn it.
I was more excited about this in the past, but yeah, right now I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like I would play it, but I'm not. I don't know if I want to like. This is gonna be one of those things that I'll have to, because we've seen so much of it. I feel like I have to wait before I even want to play it.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I was just way more excited for it in the past, and now I'm just like, all right, it looks neat, but it's just we've kind of been over exposed to this game for quite a bit over the past several months. So,
and the other thing about it is like, to me, it's like they just kind of took Dishonored, stripped everything off, and then threw it on here, which makes sense because they're the same people that made
it's
Dishonored.
Arcane, yeah.
And so, like, I get it, but it's like, okay, so you just took your other game, yanked a bunch of stuff out of it, made this game, turned it into a time loop dealio, and then delayed the game 3 times, or however many times it was.
I don't know. It was like several,
So I'm very lukewarm on it. I'm sure there's streamers that'll play it when it comes out, and I might check it out, and I might change my mind.
I'll probably watch somebody play it, and we'll see how it goes from there. But like I don't know. This is one of those weird things where I'm intrigued, but we just, I don't know. I'll end up waiting for it.
Yep, same. Not a day one for me.
Yeah.
All right.
You can move on from that. This is probably the game that I'm looking forward to the most out of all of these, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And that is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. We got a new gameplay trailer and a window release date of spring 2022. So I love the Lego games. I have been playing them since they first released in 2005 with the OG Lego Star Wars. Well, I haven't played all of them. I've played all the Star Wars ones, but there's a bunch of other ones that I haven't played that are out there. But yeah, I'm all about this. I can't wait. This is gonna have all 9 episodes, and I imagine it'll have like DLC for like Mandalorian and Rebels and Clone Wars and that kind of stuff. So I love the Lego games. I can't wait to play this when it comes out next year. Josh and I will probably end up doing a co-op run if that's something we can do.
Yeah, I'm in the play because I've never played. I have some of the Lego games. I've never really played them. These looks like fun, and I think the reason that we've probably had a couple delays on this is like the game's just huge, and when a game is huge, there's gonna be issues that take a while to fix because there's gonna be multiple issues in multiple parts of the game, and this it's going across the entire fucking saga,
Saga, yep. Do the prequels, the originals, and the sequels. It's got it all. And then
that's big.
There'll probably be DLC for Rebels, Clone Wars, Mando. Like they'll have other stuff too, I would imagine.
This looks fucking fun. This looks great.
So it is, man. Like again, like from all the older games that I played, I have a blast with them. So this having everything in one package is gonna be, it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited too. But yeah, we'll be keeping an eye out for that. We'll probably be doing co-op for that in the future.
Yep.
We need something after Saints Row.
Absolutely. That was a whole lot of fun. This will surely be a whole lot of fun as well. So I can't wait. It's gonna be good stuff, man. March or spring 2022. So
I'm in.
It's coming next year.
We're gonna build some shit.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next, we have. We want to mention the Death Stranding. I guess we can.
Yeah, might as well.
The game that as I watched people react to this, I'm gonna throw it on the stream for you. With all the stuff that they're adding in the director's cut, I was watching Drop Frames not react, but they were watching Gamescom and talking about it. So when they started showing off all the shit they're adding to this game, everybody on that panel of guests they had was pissed off because all they added was, or not all they added, the stuff they added was like stuff that made the game easier. There's a robot that will follow you around and carry packages for you and like stuff like that. I don't know dick about Death Stranding. Like, I thought it was interesting when it was first shown. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I found out that you're just a fucking mailman. You're Norman Reedus, the mailman. Yeah, they added like a jetpack thing here, so you can jump and slowly slow down and stuff. And like, we're not gonna spend a lot of time on Death Stranding, but
so this has been one of those games for me that I just don't give a shit about. Like I'm just gonna be real. Like this never appealed to me, like ever. Like I was never one of those people that was like, oh, Kojima, oh, Norman Reedus, this is gonna be incredible. This never appealed to me, dude. Like I don't I don't. It's just it's a weird game. It's like Norman Reedus with the fetus, and he's got the baby in the tube on his chest, and like I don't know what he's delivering. Like I just don't know what what the story to this game is. Like I don't know what's going on here. So I don't really like it never really appealed to me. So. This isn't for me. It hasn't been for me. So, I'm happy for those of you who are excited for this, but this does nothing for me.
Yeah, and then we're gonna move on from that because I don't really care that much. About Norman Reedus and his fetus. Okay, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh God. IGN's website is the worst, by the way. Confirmed.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Forza stuff, or you want to move on?
I mean, the next thing that we have here is the Forza Horizon 5, but I mean, I've never really been much of a game or racing game person. My racing game stuff goes as far as Mario Kart. If you skip up that video up ahead, they have a little bit of gameplay and whatnot. I mean, I'll give it this. Like, this game looks super beautiful. Like, it is a gorgeous game, dude. I'll give Forza that. It is a beautiful, beautiful game. And I'm pretty sure we've talked about this several times, but they're using this engine for the new Fable, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So I mean, that makes me excited for Fable because this is a beautiful fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Some of the stuff they showed at E3 was gorgeous too.
And also, I'll say that I love that this game takes place in Mexico because fuck yeah. But I mean, yeah, I don't really have much to add on to this other than it's a very pretty looking game. Obviously, I love the location. Will I get this? No, because I'm just not into racing games really. So yeah, it's not really my kind of game, but yeah, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
Then that's really all I got to say about Forza.
Like I'm gonna pause this. Oh God, where's my mouse? I wanted to pause it like back when they were like up and driving. Oh fuck! Oh God, I'm not where I want to be at. Fuck it. Everything they shown is just gorgeous. That's all I was gonna say. Okay, fuck it. Fuck it. We're moving on. Next is I have to scroll down to it. Metroid Dread official trailer 2. I didn't know. I didn't see this. I'm not super into Metroid. I don't know dick about Metroid really. Um, I'm not good at these types of. I'm not good at. I was gonna say these types of games. Metroid games. It's literally one of the games that gave that genre its name, Metroidvania, like that and Castlevania, right? So I'm not good at these. I'm not good at Metro games, I guess. Metroid games, not Metro games. But yeah, we got our protagonist Samus over here, whooping some booty, jumping on some platforms, rolling around in a ball form, and fighting the big metal thing that I don't know what it is. It's a neat little trailer. It looks very pretty. I'll give it that. For a Switch game. This music's giving me anxiety for it, though. You know what I mean? Oh, Daniel, we can't hear you.
Oh, I was saying, I've always been more into the Metroid Prime games as opposed to like the Metroid like these style.
Mm-hmm.
So Metroid Prime is more of kind of like what I'm looking forward to. But I mean, that being said, this still looks pretty cool though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is like what they're
And
making in the meantime, right? Or what
and I
they're
know,
making while they work on the new Prime.
And I know that people have been waiting for this game for like literal years, like forever. Like this is a long time coming for this game. So
it's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a cinematic trailer for Giants Uprising, which I haven't seen this yet. So
I haven't seen this either. This is long.
Barsav Game Studios.
All right, let's have a look. See, I got the sound playing for you guys.
Let's see what we got right here.
Maybe I saw a snippet of this somewhere. I feel like I saw a snippet of it, but I don't think I actually saw the whole trailer.
So in this game, you're a giant who has been newly freed from enslavement at the hands of humans, and your goal is to get revenge on those who wronged you.
Oh.
There is currently a demo available now on Steam, and it'll enter early access on November 2nd.
There better be a dude named Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, boom, boom.
You feel each one of those steps.
Mm-hmm.
He's a huge motherfucker.
That's a big giant.
Yeah.
It makes me think of the giants from Skyrim, although you haven't played Skyrim, but that's what I kind of think of. A little bit.
Better drink that before they shoot you, bro.
Mm-hmm. No, don't drink it. It's poison. I knew it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't drink it then, dude.
It's an ambush, Mr. Giant. Run!
Oh, you got shot. Archers, fire!
This feels like an RTS. For their ow!
Oh, never mind. They did hit him. I was like, man, these guys aren't even hitting him.
Yeah, those first shots were real bad.
Oh.
Ow, I hate to be that guy.
Yeah. Charge after we shot him. Charge in there and take him down.
Leave him alone. He's not doing nothing.
The gate.
Oh shit.
Oh, you said fuck your gate, bro. Damn.
Yeah. What'd you think that was gonna do?
That's actually pretty funny.
Ow. Oh fuck, they got airships. That's cool.
Yeah, those airships look sick, dude.
Check that out.
That's a lot of airships for one giant. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, they really got it in for this poor giant, man.
Yeah, right. What did this giant do, bro? Or is this just a world where like people hunt giants for some reason?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I want to know more.
I sympathize with the giant. I want him to whoop ass. Damn, they had other giants chained up here. Come on, giant, get that chain, arm yourself. Yeah, there you go. Oh shit, yank that shit down. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Damn, brought that whole sumbitch down. Giants uprising.
Okay. Well, that was
Demo available
intriguing.
now. That's a cool
Certainly
trailer.
intriguing cinematic trailer. I'm gonna have to look this game up on Steam because I will be honest with you all, I had no idea this was the thing. So
They always make giants like the bad guys. It's cool that they're being a good guy. Well, good guy. A good guy that we know of. Yeah. Okay. Oh god, that was loud. Next up we have a Dying Light 2 gameplay trailer. I know we got some fans of the Dying Light 2 around here.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet either, but I'm curious to check it out because this game does intrigue me. I only ever played the demo for the first one, so I never even played the first game. But it was always one of those ones that I was like, yeah, I like this. I just never got it and never played it. But
right.
But yeah, let's check it out.
The first one came out at a time where I didn't have money to buy games. Not really, so unless it was like something really special.
They tell me they had a vision.
I am playing this with sound for you guys.
One vision broke into many different ones.
Oh, zombies.
Not the zombies.
That's a Hulk zombie.
Stood against each other. War broke out.
Ready for the parkour? We're gonna save the world with parkour.
Hope died.
We're gonna bring it back with parkour, though, Mr. Protagonist.
Everything is gonna be solved by parkour.
It's true.
We absorb their strength.
But I can't let that happen.
Hope died. Oh man.
Hey, look, Daniel. He's got a green rope when you get to that part.
I need the secrets the city holds.
I think you make decisions in this game, and that changes the world. So I'm kind of curious to how that
I
works
do
out.
remember hearing about that. Yeah.
You're doing great so far.
I'm also kind of curious. Are you playing the same character as the first game, or is this a new character?
That I don't know. I'm not aware.
I think it's a new character, right? I don't know. I don't know shit. Also, that dude's about to get his throat cut. Oh god.
They say that great change is a series of small gestures. How about this series?
Combat. We're gonna save the world with parkour and drop kicks. Oh yeah. Wow, you jumped up real fucking high. What the fuck? Dude's got springs for legs.
We'll see about that.
Pre-order now. Get this outfit that you can't see your character wear because you never see him. That looked cool. I mean, yeah. Moving on. What do we got next? We have
something called Jet the Far Shore.
Jet the Far Shore captures the wonder of exploration. Okay. Oh, didn't we see this? We saw this somewhere. at a show. I think we saw it at Summer Games Fest last year, right, or something like that. I don't remember.
Maybe we've seen so many game shows over the past like a couple years that I don't remember where we saw what.
I remember seeing this somewhere because I definitely remember the little ship flying around, and then like it's all about like exploring and stuff. I'm not super interested in it. The art style doesn't really appeal to me. But because everything they've shown looks like dark and dreary, a bit, you know.
Hmm.
And I don't know what like the actual gameplay is like. Like, what's like the goal kind of deal? But yeah, just a little trailer, a little preview. We can move on. Not super.
Pilot like a little jet and explore and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it looks all right, but yeah, I mean, nothing that I'm like super like, oh man, I need to play that, you know.
Yeah, not like super. Yeah, I think it's a little indie game. I think that's why it's a little indie game.
All right. Well, the next thing we have is Xbox Cloud Gaming coming to X and S.
I messed with this a little
I don't know how
bit.
much time we want to spend on that, but yeah.
Nah, we'll just talk about it for a second because, like, I think it's in beta on PC, and it works fairly well. And I messed with it a little bit at one point. But yeah, so they want those games to hit 1080p, 60 FPS. We're not really into like
Yeah.
the games as a streaming because we all have like really good PCs and stuff. And yeah, we can move on because we're gonna move on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Let's do it. Shredder's Revenge. We have a little bit of a gameplay, yeah, a little bit of a gameplay reveal that April O'Neil will be a playable character along with the
Yeah,
turtles. So that's pretty fucking cool.
yeah, I'm getting April in there.
I wasn't sure at the beginning if I wanted to get this game, but the more and more I see of it, the more I'm like, this is a little endearing, neat little game. Like
Yeah.
Obviously it reminds me of the beat 'em up games from like the '90s and shit, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that you can play co-op and stuff, like I'm about it, dude. Like I think this would be a fun time with your friends. So
yeah, it looks fun to me.
Yeah.
I usually don't play these types of games. I'm definitely going to be getting
Me
this one
either.
probably.
Yeah, I don't usually normally play these either, but I mean, I feel like this would be a fun one with friends. So
Shredder's Revenge.
I got it on my wish list, so we'll keep an eye on that one.
She held him a pizza.
Hey,
Hail the yeah.
speaking of April, let's talk about Nickelodeon's Smash Bros. Esque game called Nickelodeon All Star Brawl.
Oh God, that was so loud. Sorry. These videos want to play at full volume right off the bat for some reason.
So April O'Neil has also been announced for this game.
Yeah.
In addition to the other one we just talked about, but she's gonna be in this one as well. And that's cool, man. They're putting her in all the stuff, so why not? Makes sense. April's a cool character, so do it. Fuck it.
I'll be honest with you, I forgot this was a game. Even though we just talked about it not that long ago,
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
just
"Oh
talked
right."
about it like a week or two. Yeah.
I was like, I already forgot this was a thing.
Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, man, available fall this year, dude.
Dang, she punched Helga Pataki into like the future right there. Holy shit. That's rude. All right. Oh, where are we at? Oh, I skipped to the end. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, here we are. Next up, we have Amazon's New World as an open beta announced for September 9th through the 12th. They also revealed some of its post-launch plans. I got a little trailer here. We'll throw that up
Yeah. So
for you.
I actually am looking forward to this game because it seemed pretty like from when I played it like a year ago, the alpha. It was I liked it well enough, but it just I feel like they still had more work to do on it. I know there was a lot of people playing it more recently with the that last beta.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course they're bringing in the this other beta for the 9th to 12th. So yeah, I mean I definitely will be checking this out. I'm looking this definitely looks like something that I would play. Like I said, having played it already once a year ago, I liked it well enough. So I'm very curious to see what they've added on to it a year later. Because yeah, it's been delayed a few times, and I know that there's other people, other friends of ours that are wanting to play this too. So I definitely want to give it a shot.
Yeah, I might check it out again at some point. I messed around with like an alpha at some point of it. Um, I think I watched one of Bajira. If you know who Bajira is, big
Yeah.
PvP like World of Warcraft streamer. He plays other games too sometimes. I watched one of his videos where they had like a giant fucking battle, like fort defense against the whole other bunch of other players, like their faction war kind of stuff, and that was pretty cool. Um, watching that stuff. So, yeah, this looks kind of neat. They seem like they care about getting it to work because they've delayed it a couple times. So,
Yeah, which
you
is
know,
which is good. Like definitely do what you gotta do to make it right the way you want it to be. Hell yeah. So yeah,
uh-huh.
that's something that I'll be keeping my eyes on for sure because I want to try that out, check it out.
Alright.
The next thing we have here is uh Ghost Runner DLC called the Neon Pack. Have you
Yeah.
played Ghost Runner? I forget.
Yes, I've been playing it. I was playing it on some nights when we were in Discord. It is pretty fun. Um, it's
Yeah, I
have
know
you
one of
played
our
it?
one of I know a friend of ours, Winter, has been really loves it. I have not. I wanted to, but like this game seems rough, man. Like it's real brutal in terms of
Yeah,
like
it can
you
definitely
get
be
like
hard,
shot once and you're like fucking dead. Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, all right, I got shot. Okay, I'm back in the mix, so I don't really feel that bad when I fail. And it's like, okay, the way not to die is to do really cool cyborg ninja shit. So let's do really cool cyborg ninja shit so we don't die, right? And like sometimes it takes a few tries to do that. And when you pull it off, you feel like such a fucking badass. Um, so I kind of have like nothing but praise for this game. I really enjoy it. Even if, like and like watching somebody that's like a master at it is another level. Like, but yeah, if you ever get a chance to try it,
Yeah,
Daniel,
I mean,
definitely try it. Like, cause it's
I do want to because it definitely appeals to me. Like I'm about the vibe and the the aesthetic and everything that they're going for in this game. So I definitely want to try it out at some point. I just haven't had the chance to yet.
yeah, music for it's great too. Um,
So that's out now as well.
all right, next up we have Solstice. I have no idea
Um,
what this is. Um,
we've seen this before. We've seen it before at one of the game events over the past year. I think I forget which one we saw it at first, but we've definitely seen this. It's a hack and slash adventure game. If you like skip up the video here a little bit, like 2 minutes into it or whatever, you can kind of see what it is.
oh yeah, I remember. I remember now that I saw the sword.
Yeah,
Uh,
it looks intriguing. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of those things that I would give a shot. I would give it a shot. Um,
it feels very. It looks dark sidery. If you ever played those,
Yeah, it kind of does.
if you ever played Darksiders, or right? That's what those are called, right? Darksiders.
Yeah, Darksiders. Yeah.
Sorry, my brain is like fuck you right now. Which I guess that's a hack and slash kind of game too. This seems kind of neat because you got like your ghost sister there helping you out. With this, man, everything looks so dark. All the games coming out now are like, here's this very dark world, and
Yeah.
everything's just dark. It's like Dark Souls, like just took over everything. So,
Hey man, they're giving you lighting with the fire though, right? That's your
that's
your
true.
bright spot, right?
It's true.
But no,
There's
I
little crystal
get
things.
completely what you're saying though. This is a dark ass game, like lighting wise is what we mean dark, not like you know, not however else you would think we're saying it.
And
It's
that's
literally
not
like
me
dark as shit.
knocking it either. Like I'm just saying, like it seems like ever since like those Souls-like games come out, it's like everything's fucking dark and dreary. And then you get something like Bug Snacks. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's
Fucking
really
Bug
random to throw out.
Snacks.
I know that's really random to throw out, but I was like, what is the complete opposite of dark and weird and dreary? Or not weird, but
Hey,
like dark
Bug
and
Snacks.
dreary. Bug Snacks. It's super
Yeah.
bright and super strange. But yeah, I don't usually play a lot of hack and slashers. I don't know if I probably won't play this. I'll be honest. Like, it's not really my deal that much.
All right, well, we can move on to the next thing. That is Blasphemous Wounds of Eventide.
Ooh, let me scroll down
Which
to it.
I don't even know what this is.
Oh, it's a sequel.
Apparently, this is a DLC.
Oh no, this is DLC. That's what it is. This is the final DLC because they're having a sequel to this game. I got it. Also, you can't let me fix it.
This looks like at least the animated thing here we're seeing reminds me of like Hades or something.
A little bit, yeah.
Just like the way it's animated or whatever.
Okay, that's really gross. Yeah, I haven't. These games aren't really for me, but I do think they're interesting, and this trailer's really cool because it's like a little animated like series. Oh my god, the guy's got a lot of
fantasy.
Got a lot of hands.
Yeah, I mean this. I like the animation that we saw there, but yeah, this really isn't my kind of game either.
Blasphemous. So there's that. The final DLC. That's cool. I'm glad that they're doing like, here's your final DLC, and we got a sequel next year. Enjoy. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost my place again. Pause that. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have a like small soldiers style game or inspired game called what is this? Hypercharge Unboxed. Action figures fighting around in arenas and in a normal house setting. The game will be getting a PvE campaign mode that adds a bit of story to the shooter gameplay. Yo.
Who hasn't gotten their toys out when they're a kid and acted like, all right, we're all fighting. They're all fighting each other, right? Indian in the cover, small soldiers, like.
Hey, little green army man, dude. That's
It
iconic.
looks interesting, a little chill, a little neat. But yeah, that's cool. I hadn't heard of this before, so that's the thing.
Is that a My Little Pony?
It looked like it. I saw one in there.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of neat, but
yeah, I might check that out in the future. To be honest with you, it's kind of fun. But kind of silly fun.
Little silly, small soldiers esque type dealio. Yeah. Yeah,
All
why
right,
not? Why not?
next up we have Severed Steels gets a release date and a trailer. 35 seconds long. This will be quick. Oh, this is that game. This is that game where you can like kick the doors off at the bad guys and shit. This might kind of be like Ghost Runner. I think you need to not get hit. I think it's one of those type of games. I'm not 1,000% sure on that.
I mean, it certainly looks like it just based off of this gameplay we're seeing.
When you think about how fast you move, the entire point is like, all right, I need to not get hit, right? Like that's why they move
Well, that
so
was
fast.
quick. That was a quick little 30-second thing.
Yeah.
All right. September 17th. That is a couple weeks from now, so not that far away.
Yep. Next
Already?
up, we have The Waylanders, a Celtic myth inspired RPG. Gets a November release date. We have a trailer, 2 minutes and a half here. We can check
November
that
16th, 2021. The Waylanders was released in Steam in early access last year, and however, the full game promises a 40-hour adventure.
I think, was this game Kickstarted? I want to say it was, but I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know 100%.
I'm gonna look it up
Seems
on this trailer plays. Let's look. The Waylanders.
Filled with castles and high stone walls.
Nope, that's not what I meant to hit.
With great temples in honor of a god you do not know.
Heresy is punished.
And heresy is swiftly punished.
Maybe it wasn't Kickstarted.
Yeah, maybe not.
While magic
The game was
But,
inspired by
like-
Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age Origins. Now that is like a good thing to be inspired by. Very interesting.
Away from mortal eyes.
I'll be honest with you. I'll probably check this out.
I was gonna say, yeah, this seems like it'd be up your alley.
This is a Josh game. And then if Josh likes it, he'll pester Daniel till he plays it.
I mean, listen, dude. I didn't know about that Pathfinder, the new one coming out. Like, when is it? Like, comes out like
2
on
days
Thursday or whatever.
For 2 or 3 days, yeah.
That looks kind of cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
And boisterous brothels. Will you brave the dark dungeons of the Grand Inquisitor?
The Grand Inquisitor. Oh no. Also, we're dropping frames. Because I hit a button.
Or enter
Oh,
the castle.
one thing I was going to tell you about Pathfinder, Daniel, Wrath of the Righteous. Yeah, it has 25 classes in it, by the way.
Who will accompany you on this journey?
Which
to
is
take the
nuts.
past of the Celts from the future. Find and awaken these old souls, for the fate of magic is at stake.
The Waylanders, launching November 16th, 2021. I'll be honest with you, that trailer was a bit of a snooze. The voice was so calming and like shit. When you're selling me on an action fantasy RPG based on Celtic myth, there better be like some fucking Celtic monsters showing up and some badass music playing as I whoop that thing's ass. That is not what I got in that trailer. Okay.
Well, there's that. I think we have one more here, and then that wraps it up. But this one is Dream Cycle. Lara Croft's creator's new game features over 10,000 different levels. So Toby Gard, creator of Tomb Raider's Lara Croft, is leading the charge on a new game called Dream Cycle. It is a psychedelic adventure where players can slash, shoot, and loot their way over 10,000 very mysterious, crazy worlds. So
What
you
that
skip it up to like 2 minutes or so.
I was gonna say what that tells me is like the parts of this game are procedurally generated, and probably a lot of it isn't as interesting as you might think it would be. But what the little gameplays that they're showing off looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's cool.
Yeah, some of this looks kind of neat, but
Okay, they're just showing like the same thing over and over again.
I'm just like skipping through it, seeing like if stuff changes. Yeah, I mean it looks interesting enough.
Okay, when I see
Like
actual
enough
gameplay of this, that looked neat. Like when they showed it in the first person and you had the sword, it made me think of Dark Messiah. You remember Dark Messiah, Daniel? You just played it not that long ago,
Yeah,
just hanging out with us.
I played it like last year. Yeah.
It makes me think of that a little bit. Oh, you go outside your body. That's a trip. Okay, I'm kind of interested in this now. I take back what I said. I take back the procedural generated shit. I want to check this out now.
Yeah, so Dream Cycle. Okay.
Interesting.
Nice. All right. Yeah, we'll be we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that, sure.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I believe
So yeah, that's pretty much
the
it though.
final video.
That is what we got. Yeah, that is what we have here.
Coming out of here, the big things were for Saints Row and like that Marvel game, Midnight Suns.
Saints Row, Midnight Suns are probably I would say those are probably the biggest
the two bigger
like
biggie
reveals,
ones.
announcements.
A lot of it was like release dates, right? Like Halo release date.
Yeah.
Horizon release date. Stuff like that.
Yeah, Lego Star Wars here's spring 2022, which is not necessarily like a date, but you know, at least now we kind of know when to expect it.
And what we also learned is that
yeah.
January, February, March are going to be like, here's some stacked shit you're all going to be playing.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that's been pushed back, so it's gotta be somewhere.
Yep. Okay, Daniel. Out of all this stuff, what one are you interested in the most?
Out of all of these, I think I said it earlier. Lego Star Wars for me is probably at the
Lego
top.
Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars. I mean, you guys know how much of a Star Wars person I am, so that has to be at the top for this for me. And then I can give you like a top 3. So Lego Star Wars is my number 1. I would say that Horizon is number 2. And then I want to say Midnight Suns at 3, but I want to see the gameplay and shit first, you know what I mean, before I give it that spot. But if I had to put in something there, I would probably say Midnight Suns. Just out of like sheer curiosity and like, you know, above all the other things in here, that'd probably be my 3rd. So yeah. Lego Star Wars, Horizon, and Midnight Suns.
All right. For me, top is Midnight Suns because that trailer got me excited, hype. I know those guys. I'm excited to see gameplay in a couple days. Number 2 would be probably Lego Star Wars. Yeah, that'd be my number 2. And number 3 will be. I'm looking through all this stuff just to see if anything stands out at me like that I forgot about. But number 3 would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. To be honest with you, because that looks like a lot of fun, and I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Toidles. So yeah, those are the ones I'm excited for. If you'd asked me before I watched the trailer, it probably would have been Saints Row. But after watching that trailer, I'm very disappointed in Saints Row. So until I see more, it ain't on the list.
Yeah, we're both on the same page on that. They have a lot of work to win us back on that one because, yeesh. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. There are elements that I think are going to be cool in the new game, but for the most part, overall, man, I just am not about it. It makes me feel old. In just the worst way. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
The Zoomers are gonna take over the world, man. Anyway.
So I think now that Gamescom is over, the very next game show thing we'll have will be like the Game Awards, right? If they do them this year,
Yeah,
which they
December,
probably will.
right? They will.
I don't.
I heard Jeff talking about it. He's got some stuff planned for that, of course,
Yeah,
as always.
yeah. I'm sure they. I figured they would because they did it last year. Um,
Yeah.
and that kind of makes me like. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything in between now and then, right? Like I don't think there's any events that happen that I can think
Not
of off the top of
that
my
I
head.
yeah, not that I could think of. I'm sure maybe they'll have like random stuff like Sony will have like a state of play or Nintendo will have like another direct or whatever, but apart from that, yeah, no, I think that's like the big next one, yeah.
All right. Well, I believe that's gonna call it a show, guys. We've been at this for like 3 hours, and I need to. If you see me rubbing my eyes a lot, I got a bit of a headache, so I need to. We need to wrap this some bitch up, so I can hop off and let my eyes rest a little bit. So we're gonna do our shout outs here. Daniel, you're gonna
That
be
is
up
our yep,
first.
that's our Gamescom for this year. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out and all that good stuff. Stay tuned. I will be playing stuff this week on stream. I think I'm gonna start one of the Lego games because the Lego Star Wars got me excited for Lego games. So I'm probably gonna play one of those here this week, maybe as soon as tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, we'll probably be doing some of that, and then maybe I'll do some more aliens, or I don't know. We'll see what I play. Just come hang out. We'll figure it out. And then yeah, I mean, this is the last episode for August, so we're next time you guys we see you guys will be September, and that'll be like right almost before my birthday. So exciting stuff coming. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Go hit me up on all the social stuff on the sides here. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your week. And yeah, we'll be seeing you later. Bye now.
Hello guys. Hi, sorry I forgot to unmute my microphone, but I'm here now. We're all fine here now. How are you? We that's all we got for you this week. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure to follow us on all the stuffs. We got a link tree and all that, so go. You can follow everything. That's the show. If you missed the show, it'll be up on Daniel's YouTube as soon as I get it to him, and it'll be up on the MP3 as soon as I get that up there. So Spotify and all that stuff are out there. Google Podcasts, all that stuff. I'm checking the followers list, and the only friend that I have that's streaming right now is Blindwave. So I guess we'll just throw you to Aaron. He's playing Saints Row. He's playing The Last of Us, not Saints Row. What am I saying? So I'm gonna throw him a host, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.